Community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24. For over a century, Bank of Hindman has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hindman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Hindman, where tradition and trust still matter.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bedbugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Hometown 24. As tonight, the All-A Classic continues right here at Knott County Central High School. Hazard Lady Bulldogs and the Knott Central Lady Patriots in their first game. Second game, the boys will get an opportunity here tonight. Jim McCauley, Brian Johnson, Manus Blair, David Adams, and all the hometown crew here. And we're going to send it upstairs, and when we come back to me, I'll have Coach McElharness is here, so let's go ahead and get her in, guys. Coach McElharness joins me, and Coach, this is a great opportunity, I think, for a young team to find out where they stand.
That's how I feel like that we need to look at this. We win, great. We lose, we learn. I mean, there's still a lot of basketball left. I know it's January, but I looked at the schedules today. We still have a lot of basketball left, and as much as I want to win, you want to play your best basketball in February. You got a point there. Your team is a young team. You have a couple seniors on the team who is playing well, and tonight you're going to need them. Exactly. They both have to bring it for us to be successful. Looking at this Hazard team, they've got some youth too, but they're experienced. They've been around a while. You know, From Apple has played
4 seasons of varsity basketball already, and this Hazard team gets up and down pretty good, and they've got some talent.
She has, and she's a really good player, but I don't. Sometimes, playing all those games, people learn about you too, and so maybe we can catch her on one of her 1,000th game. She's not doing well, you know what I'm saying? A 1 out of 1,000.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to congratulate you on how the team is coming along. I think you're doing a great job with them. The kids are working hard, and that's the main thing, and they keep improving.
They're really trying to do what we ask, and I have so much fun with them. They're such a fun group, and with a positive attitude, and they work really hard. That's all a coach can ask for.
Good luck tonight, and it's always good seeing you. Coach McAlawrence of the Knott County Central Lady Patriots. Back up to you guys, and I'll see if Coach Howard, I can get him.
Thank you, David. And, of course, me, Brian, and Jim are here on top as David is trying to get Coach Howard. And as soon as we get Coach Howard, and it looks like he's got him. So go ahead, David.
All right, thanks, guys. I'm with Coach Howard of the Lady Bulldogs. And, Coach, it's still early in the season, and your team has had some tough ball games so far.
Oh, absolutely. We played a tough schedule, and that's by design. We feel like we want to see some different teams and see some different styles of play and those things and see how we fare. And, we're learning a lot, and that's the thing about it is some people don't want to go schedule the GRCs, but what you got to lose? You know what I mean? Let's go play and see where you're at and see the speed and see the athleticism, and hopefully that just translates as we move into tournament time like this week.
Coach, I think it's always better. I mean, you had talked early in preseason, and I told you I thought your team was ready to go play a hard schedule. You don't win all those, right, but you learn because your team is still got some aging to do.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're still somewhat young. I mean, we're a lot older than we ever have been, but, our experience, we're learning. Like I said, we had some tough games and some competition, and we're learning and growing and getting better every day.
I've always known you watching your teams from start to finish. I've been impressed with it because you work hard and do a good job with those kids.
Well, I appreciate that. And we do work hard. And our coaching staff, we work every day, and we're always doing some form of skill development. We never skip it. It's a part of the routine every single day.
I think we're coming down next Saturday. A little team Montgomery County will be coming into town, and we're going to be there. And always great to come to Memorial Gym.
Absolutely. And the history with Montgomery County is if for me coming in, if you think back, Carolyn Alexander wasn't Miss Basketball. It was a lady from Montgomery County. So I've told the coach there I'd love to get both of them. I'd love to get Carolyn and the lady from Montgomery County eventually one of these days to come in and kind of do something to honor both of them. Just thought it was a cool little fact, and just something, Carolyn, she's a legend over there at Hazard. So.
Keep working hard, Coach. It's always good to talk to you, my friend.
Appreciate you guys. Appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Coach Howard of the Lady Bulldogs. So we're going to send it on a break, and when we come back, we'll get ready for our first game, which is about 7 minutes away. You're watching Hometown 24 Sports right here. Stay with us.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at DoubleQuick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of DoubleQuick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous DoubleQuick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your DoubleQuick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at DoubleQuick.
Brought to you by DoubleQuick, Key Chicago Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hopfensperger Law.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
They'll take the gun. Not afraid to start. I might live in a hole. Some folks make it out so wrong. I can take a shot. Life gets hard. I'm alive. I Perry County strong. I'm alive. I Perry County strong.
Welcome back to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex, the second round of the All-A Classic presented by the Bank of Hindman. Of course, we have the Hazard Lady Bulldogs 5-7 on the season, facing the Knott County Central Lady Patriots 9-5 on the season, with the winner trying to get to the semifinals at June Buchanan on Friday night. And I'm Manus Blair, as David said. David's down on the floor. I'm with Jim McCauley and Brian Johnson, and we're going to go straight into the Tim Short Auto Group keys of the game. And first of all, we're going to talk about Knott County Central. And guys, Knott County Central, what do they need to do in order to win this basketball game?
Well, I think the main thing Knott needs to be working on during this game is to take care of the basketball. You know, we expect Hazard to put a lot of pressure on their young guards. I think if Knott can control their turnovers, limit their turnovers, take care of the ball, and get in some type of half-court set and try to use Samara in the post to establish that, I think that's a key for them.
And, you know, when you're talking about Knott County Central, defending All-A champions as well. What about the Hazard Lady Bulldogs in order to take this game tonight, Jim?
Well, I think, you know, Brian's kind of, you know, to go into what he's saying, it's going to be on-ball pressure. I think the big key, though, to Hazard is transition offense. In my opinion, Miss Eddington, probably one of the best transition scorers in the region. And the ability of Maddie Frontample not only to score, but to get in the paint, draw fouls, draw the defense, and dish it off to the girls that are complimentary to her. And I think if Hazard can make this tempo a little more up and down, they should do all right.
Guys, I want to say, looking at Hazard's basketball team this season so far, their schedule went up, as all y'all know. The schedule has been tougher, and they have struggled at times, but they're still, Coach says their practices are still good. The kids are still working hard. A big key for Knott County, I think Brian hit it. I thought pressure is going to be huge tonight. They've got to handle that, Knott Central.
And, you know, good points, David, Jim, and Brian. And, you know, when it comes down to it, this is a tournament game. Who can handle the tournament pressure the most between these two? And, you know, we're a minute away from the national anthem and getting ready to start the lineups and everything. But Hazard and Knott Central both have played tough schedules And, you know, Coach Howard intentionally got a tougher schedule this year. But, of course, his players getting in the second and third year of varsity experience.
Yeah, and they've not played a home game yet this year either.
No, and, you know, and when you look at their record 5-7, but 2 of those losses was to probably the best team in all of girls basketball in the mountains, the North Laurel basketball team. And then, of course, they played George Rogers Clark and Corbin, Knott County Central. You know, they played Pikeville, John Hardin, Grant County. So both teams have been tested so far. And we're getting ready to do the national anthem. And when we come back, we'll have the lineup. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
New year, new tech. Start 2026 connected with the latest devices from Appalachian Wireless. Upgrade to the powerful new iPhone 17 or the sleek iPhone 17 Air. Get more done with iPad A16 or stay connected with Apple Watch Series 11 or Ultra 3. And for the kiddos, the Explorer X6 Play, the smartwatch made just for kids. New year, new devices, and the service you trust right here at Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today at one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Hold it for you.
Okay. Welcome back to the Mount Morton Combs Athletic Complex. We have the starting lineups. First for the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, number 0, junior center Kaylee Pennington. Number 5, sophomore guard Maddie Frontapple. Number 10, senior guard Carly Davidson. Number 11, junior guard Laura Everidge, and number 15, junior forward Bray Eddington. Of course, Coach Todd Howard with the Hazard Lady Bulldogs. Once again, 5-7 on the season. Now for the homestanding Knott County Central Lady Patriots, 9-5 on the season, coached by Misty McElornitz. Number 33, senior center Samara Bailey. Number 12, senior guard Addison Conley. Number 1, 8th grade guard Danny McElornitz. Number 5, 8th grade forward Riley Kraft. And number 0, freshman guard Frankie Reed. Once again, Knott County Central is 9-5 on the season. Our officials tonight will be Benny Campbell, Ralph Fugit, and Brian Napier, and all 3 of those guys have called the All-A Girls State Tournament. So, veteran crew here tonight.
Yep, they're veteran guys, and Brian's called in several tournament games. Ralph has called in several tournament games, and Benny Campbell has called in several games, guys. So this is a very experienced crew for the ball game now. And it looks like we're ready to play basketball.
And it's off, and Knott County Central will take care of the basketball here against the man-to-man of Hazard. Guys, looks like they're getting up on Knott County Central, as Jim said earlier, and Average with a steal to the foul line, gives it up to Frontapple to Davidson.
Yeah, you got to watch Davidson. She's a really nice shooter from outside.
Being patient with the basketball. Now Kenny Central also in man-to-man. No, I think it's a matchup zone, guys.
zone.
And Everett shoots it long. Rebound's going to come down to Davidson on the offensive side. Goes to Pennington. She can hit that shot, and she does.
You know, we watched Pennington a lot last year. She really tough at that 8- and 10-foot jumper.
Yeah, she's really good around that free throw line area.
Knott County cannot let them have the second and third shot, guys, tonight.
Running a little weave, Knott County Central. Reed picks up the basketball. Got to keep her dribble alive. Tries to go into Riley Kraft, back out to McElharness. Thought about it for just a second, but Front Apple closed quickly.
Yeah, going to have to find some way, Brian, you think, to get Bailey the ball in the paint. They're not double-teaming her right now.
No, they're not. And the problem is the pressure that Hazard's putting on her guards outside. She's not got a chance to get the angle to get to her.
Reed with the three. It's off. Rebound's going to come and fought for, and Average has it in the middle of the floor. Splits through Reed. Front Apple with a long three. Good. And that's going to be a quick timeout by Coach McElharness.
Guys, Front Apple got her feet set that time, and when she does that, it's pretty good money because that was a 20-footer.
16th three-pointer on the season for Maddie Front Apple. Guys, quick timeout by Coach McElharness.
Yeah, and I think what she's going to try to adjust to what Jim was alluding to. They need to try to work the ball and try to establish Samara in on the block. But the guards have got to relieve that pressure to get it in there to her.
Thank you for joining us on the Hometown 24, 5-0 here in the first quarter, 6:18 to go. Coach McElharness with a quick timeout. Hazard comes out with a little token man-to-man. McElharness into the lane, goes up with it. Rose doesn't go. Fought for. It's going to be Kraft comes up with it, gives it to Bailey off the backboard. Good.
Bailey's got to play big tonight, guys, if they got a shot.
Averages 10.9 on the season, and you're right, David Adams.
Well, that's one thing, Riley Kraft brings to this team, even though she's only an 8th grader. She's a real scrappy player in the interior.
Yeah, scrapping for the loose ball.
Yeah.
Got it to their big girl there, Samara. They put it in for the layup.
Pennington goes out, kicks it out, and Eddington with a jumper misses. Rebound is knocked away by Front Apple, and it will be Knott County Central basketball.
And if you see Hazard there, you saw her break into the middle of that zone and then kick it out to the other side. That's where it's going to be open, a good place to attack it.
Conley breaks the pressure, and Hazard will fall back.
Conley will be big for the Patriots tonight about breaking the press because McElharness guys going to have a lot of pressure on her.
Kicks to Kraft, trying to get position inside is Bailey.
She's got it.
Bailey off the board and puts it in. Give her 4. So after the timeout, 4-0 run by Knott County Central.
Yeah, made a good adjustment there.
And that's going to be a foul on Combs. Failed to mention that Combs had come in for Reed during the timeout.
And Combs, we saw last night, capable of stretching the defense too. Shoots the ball pretty decent from outside and brings a lot of energy in.
Front Apple one-hand pass.
Great pass.
Eddington puts it in.
The back player, guys, went too far. Bailey went up too much that time.
Yeah, snuck behind the defense there for the open spot.
3 against 2. Conley gives it up to Kraft. She goes into the lane, tries to give it back, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be turnover to Hazard.
Got too deep, nowhere to go, guys.
That's one thing that we've talked about with Front Apple. I mean, far as just the vision and ability to deliver the pass, there's nobody that matches her in the 14th region.
And she don't telegraph it when she does throw that ball. And floater, and it's good. Give Front Apple 5 as the ball's knocked away. 9-4. And here comes the pressure of Hazard.
This is what we expected. We expected them to put pressure on Knott County's young guards.
Conley bringing the basketball up, taking her time.
And good job keeping the ball in the middle of the floor, keeping the passing wings open.
Combs, and it's blocked by front apple, and it goes behind the backboard, but it didn't touch anything, so the ball was still live, right, Brian?
Right. Yeah, it didn't hit anything. She just blocked it out. She was trying to get her teammates to realize that she had touched it to try to grab it.
Inbounds by Knott County Central. Goes to Kraft on the weak side over there. She turns right hand. It doesn't go. Rebounding Davidson.
Well, that's a good move there by Kraft, and a good out-of-bounds play as a screen-to-screener.
Yep. Goes to Pennington. Pennington turns 16-footer. Good.
She's got that shot down, guys, that little 15-footer.
After Hannah Cottle went down last year, she came in and started hitting that shot on a regular basis. 11-4 Hazard. Kicker to Kraft. Kraft into the lane. Floater off the board. Misses it. Nice box out by Eddington. Davidson goes in. They got on Pennington quickly that time.
I don't think she was ready for it.
Gives it in to Eddington. She misses the bunny. Everidge dribbles it back out, giving up a lot of offensive rebounds to Hazard or Knott County Central. And the ball is in the backcourt area, and it's going to be called over and back, and it'll be turnover, basketball to Knott County Central.
Yeah, that's good pressure that time by Knott to kind of catch Hazard's guards off kilter a little bit.
It's a good matchup right here with Davidson and McIlarness. As I said that, got the little reach call right there, but that's a good matchup.
That's a real good matchup, and then, she just needs to keep her hands out and not reach and slap the ball, just put pressure on her.
That'll be Davidson's their first team foul. And they're going to call stepping on the line, and that's going to be a turnover.
I look for Coach McIlarness maybe to when Danny has the basketball up top, guys, maybe Bailey to come up and set a screen and open that middle up some.
And they're going to call over and back, and that is a good call.
Yeah.
Had possession in the front court and then threw it into the back court. So another turnover. So turnover. Let's see who can keep from turning the basketball over and get some shots up.
And just like David said, you get the little high ball screen to give you a little bit of a break from the pressure.
And there's Bailey, and Bailey puts it in.
Nice backboard shot right in the square, guys.
Bailey with 6. Davidson dribbles to the baseline. Front apple left hand, has no room, turns, pivots it back to it. Left hand pass out to Davidson for the wide open 3, doesn't go. Nice box out by Conley.
Yeah, Davidson very capable of hitting that shot.
Kraft off the board, puts it in.
Fundamental basketball, using the square, putting it in the left hand.
Draws within 3 at 11-8 as we go under 2 minutes.
Hazard moves the ball very well. Good spacing on offense.
Yeah. And that's going to be a walk on front apple, turnover.
And you see what Hazard's doing. They're hitting Pennington in the middle, in the soft spot of that zone, almost every possession.
Yeah, offense is kind of running through her from that high post.
Conley beats Everidge into the middle of the floor, tipped away, and it will stay with Knott County Central.
For Hazard, number 3, Maggie Combs replaces Pennington.
And Pennington will go out, and Combs will come in for Hazard. Long 3 doesn't go. Fought for, and there's Kraft with it, but she was fouled, and I believe that foul is going to go on Combs.
Guys, the 8th grader Kraft is the most aggressive on the board so far for Knott Central. Kind of surprising with her youth, but she's going after it.
No, she's a very competitive young lady, and we've noticed through volleyball and basketball, not one to get rattled at that early age.
Bailey with the basketball, trying to go into Kraft, and it's blocked by Davidson, and it will stay Knott County Central basketball. But you saw the high-low there.
Absolutely, that's what I was going to say. Even with Samara looking to throw it into Kraft on the block, and she done a good job of sealing her person.
A little bit tougher on the right block for a left-hander, but kick out here to Kraft. Left right-hand dribble, spins back to her strong side, gives it up, and there's the wide-open three and doesn't go. Rebound is fought for, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Good little inside out there for Knott County, just didn't hit the shot.
Front Apple keeps her dribble alive, gets it back out to Everidge. Everidge got a gap in there, goes in, banks it off.
Nice touch there, guys. Everidge very good at that off the glass.
4 Lady Bulldogs in the scoring column. McElharnit's going against Combs. Bailey with the screen gives it back to Bailey. Bailey up, and it's good. Yeah. Bailey 8.
Bailey very efficient tonight. You know, we not near as effective around the glass as she is tonight.
Come out a little bit more aggressive, seems to be.
Using the glass too, guys, doing it, putting the fundamentals in there and using that backboard.
Average shot long, rebound to McElharnit's. Nobody puts pressure on her, but she goes back. Nice look and nice play by Danny, and I think that's going to be on Davison, and that'll be her second if it is. And it is. That's team foul number 3. Bailey to the line for 2, shooting 49% on the season.
Looks like Higgins is set to.
And, you know, that's one of those X factors we talk about with Higgins. She can really shoot that basketball. As Hammond comes in for Kraft, and Reed will come back in for Coach McElharnitz. Second one up is good as well, and Bailey is in double figures.
Playing with a lot of confidence right now, Bailey, guys.
Yeah, we knew going in that, you know, she has to have a really good game for the Patriots to have a chance, and so far she's living up to the billing.
Long 3, and it's going to be short, and that will end the first quarter. 13, Hazard 12, Knott County Central. Stay with us. We'll be right back on Hometown 24.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College, because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back to the second round All-A Classic game presented by the Bank of Hindman. Hazard up 13-12 on Knott County Central, but Bailey with 10 points, guys. How does Coach Howard check with his defense here to limit Bailey getting those touches?
Well, what they've been doing, they've been playing behind her a little bit. They're either going to have to side front her or full front her, maybe have a little help on the backside. But what she's done, what Coach McElharnitz has done, is brought her up to set the high ball screen and run the screen and roll with her.
You're right, Brian, and that's going to be big. And I look for more of that to happen, the high ball screen. That's one way of breaking the defense right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Hazard once again going against the 2-3, got the shooter in there, and Higgins. Higgins likes to shoot that outside shot. Trying to go to Eddington, back out, and there's Higgins with that shot, misses it. Rebound is fought for, and there's Eddington, who is an offensive rebounding machine.
Yeah, she's so active in there, and you can watch her. She's never still.
Average splits through, but she is fouled as she goes to the floor.
One of the keys to the game, guys, we talked about was the second and third rebound. You and Knott County cannot allow that. Hazard gets too many shooters on the floor, guys.
We talked about that the other night, how hard it is to rebound out of a zone.
Yep, and you're exactly right. And fought for on the long shot, long rebound, Hazard knocks the basketball out. And I just think that Hazard's probably going to put a little bit more pressure on the ball, on the basketball, whether it be in the back or front court.
Brian talked about the ability to put pressure up top, really takes away those passing angles when you're trying to get the ball in the post.
And they go in the post, and you see the change there with a double down. And you expected a different scheme since Bailey has the 10 points now.
Yeah, she's going to be doubled on the block each time, guys.
So, Brian, how do you counter that?
For Knott to counter that, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to bring another player up to that high post, because that's going to be the vacant area. If you'll watch right here, you're going to see Average probably see how she came over.
Well, nice. Reed puts it in. And Knott County Central takes its first lead at 14-13, and Reed's going to pick up her second foul.
Yeah, when the other post player's person comes to help double on Meade, she should come in behind her right in the middle of that lane to give them an outlet.
Knott Central with their own pressure falling back into the 2-3 here. Average turns around 15-foot, misses it. Rebound comes long to Higgins off her leg, and it'd be turnover against Hazard.
And that shot right there will be open all night long against that zone.
Guys, when Hazard took the early lead, they were moving the basketball and getting easy shots. Now they're shooting quick shots.
Basketball goes to McElharnitz, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be retained on the sideline over there.
Yeah, Coach McElharnit's doing a good job keeping her players fresh right now. She's got 3 new bodies in there, and
off the board, misses it. Rebound to Bailey. Bailey kicks it to Reed. Reed shot and misses it.
Yeah.
And Bailey's going to get called for that infamous over the back call that everybody hollers for, don't they, Brian Johnson?
They do, and that's no such call.
There's no, it's push.
It's a push.
It's a push. Thank you.
There's nothing in the rule book about over the back.
But everybody hollers it, don't they? Goes in the middle as Cottle makes her first appearance. Of course, Cottle went down with an injury last year in early preseason. Nice to see Hannah Cottle back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and that really helps the Hazard Bulldogs with their depth.
And, of course, she is one of those people with her back to the basket can score. And as I say that, she puts it in.
Yeah, right in the middle of that 2-3 zone. And that's caused because Knott has flipped the script a little bit. They're putting the pressure on Hazard's guards. They've extended just a touch, and that's leaving that middle open.
Now here's where that screen up top, Brian, you was talking about.
And Combs knocks down the 3. Her 10th 3 on the season. And it's tipped away by McElharnitz. It says, you're exactly right, Brian. They're putting a little bit more pressure, extending that front 2 out a little bit to the half-court line.
Yeah, and they're doing that to try to take away the shot for Hazard.
Front apple goes in, blocked, and that's knocked into the backcourt.
McElharnitz is everywhere.
She's getting her hands on a lot of balls in the deflection side. Front apple throws it across to Combs.
You look at Hazard, their offense is a lot of times set up for that drive. But, boy, with Bailey in there anchored in the middle of that 2-3 zone, she can really negate a lot of space in there with those long arms.
Yeah, she's a menace in the paint.
Coach McElharnitz has matched Cunley up on front apple side, guys. A little more strength, maybe.
Conley, a nice spin and puts it in. It's first basket for Conley. And that extends the lead to 19-15. And now once again, McElharnitz with her hands on the basketball.
Yeah, definitely a different Knott County team than we saw play last night.
And Hammond with a push on front apple, and she will shoot 2.
Yeah, and you really, if you've got a shooter like front apple, one thing, if she's not being able to get her shot outside, you don't want to put her on the line where that shooter can see that ball go through the basket.
And misses the first. She shoots 71% on the season. Hazard number 1, Alyssa Howard, will come in for Combs. Kraft and Reed back in the basketball game for Knott County Central as front apple makes the second, and she has 6 now.
Front Apple, perfect form on the free throw line. Good base, follows through each time, guys. Sign of a good shooter.
McElornitz dribbles to the side, and there's Front Apple with a smart play. She turned her back, goes up off the board, and she is fouled by Reed. And that will be Reed's third foul. And we'll send Front Apple back to the line for 2 more.
Looks like June Quillen's checking in. June gave him some great minutes against Wolf County.
She
really tough in the paint, rebounded the ball really well.
Had 7 points, I think, as I recall. Front Apple makes the first. And McElornitz will take a break, and that will probably push all the ball handling to Conley. Makes the second as well. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be a turnover because the basketball will be going Hazard's way.
Not taking care of the basketball there. You got to make sure when you throw it in, you've got a passing lane. There was no passing lane that time, and went ahead and threw it in anyway, guys.
And that's just youthful inexperience right there.
Long 3 by Higgins. Rebound's going to be, and we've got a foul call, and that was on Eddington, I believe. It is.
Push in the back.
And
you step on the baseline.
She's on the sideline.
In on the line, yes. And Coach McElornitz says, I don't think she did. So she disagreed with the call.
That's the first I've ever seen a coach disagree with an official.
First time ever.
What about you, Brian?
I've never seen that before.
Reed staying in there with those 3 fouls. Nice job by Kraft as Higgins trying to get position, goes into Eddington. She turns back, gives it to Higgins, short jumper, and there's Quillen to get the rebound, and there's going to be another foul, and that's going to be, that was on Howard, and that's going to be her first. And
I've been very impressed with Knott County's defense on Hazard. They're taking away everything Hazard wants to do.
Comes into Hammond. Someone's got to come get the basketball. Conley gets it, and she'll work it across going against Howard.
Conley, like we mentioned earlier, guys, she is a big key to this ball game right now.
Conley splits through, and David Adams, you're right spot on.
Hey, she's got to do this if they continue to stay with the Lady Dogs.
And Conley with 4. David Adams with an angle down there on the floor level. Goes in, Front Apple misses it. Rebound comes down to Hammond. Howard putting Front Apple in the middle of that soft area to try to have something go.
Yeah, and that's a good place to put a good shooter right there.
Conley, and it's knocked away, and it will stay with Knott County Central. Pennington off the bench, and Cottle will come out.
Pennington gives them that scorer in the soft spot of that zone. We've seen 3 missed shots there in that same spot that she hit the first 3.
She hit the first 2 or 3 there, and that's open there.
Comes into Hammond. Hammond going against Pennington. Physical bump, and nice defense by Pennington.
Hammond was off balance that time. Probably should have went back to the corner. She was at an angle, guys, that was very tough for the shot.
Now, without Bailey in there, see if Hazard attacks the basket a little bit.
Higgins with that 3, and it comes off. Rebound to Conley.
Boy, Conley having a well of a game.
Nice look to McElornitz. Rebound's going to be fought for. Quillen with it, and it's going to be a tie-up. And the basketball will stay with Knott County Central as Bailey will come in for Hammond.
Tell you what, you better be strong when you get the ball down there.
Mm-hmm. Bailey yet to score in the second quarter after putting up 10 in the first. McElornitz goes in to Quillen. Quillen off the board, misses it, gets her own rebound. Taken away by Everidge underneath after the block. And you got a long 3 by Higgins.
Higgins looks to shoot every time she gets the basketball. We're going to have a 30-second timeout, I believe. So we'll leave it here, guys. Guys, looking at the in the paint play, Bailey the last 4 or 5 minutes it's been outside and not down on the block.
And you know the thing about it that's trying to, as probably Brian was mentioning, the high-low and inverting her up to the high post and putting Quillen
down on the block,
or Hammond or Kraft down on the block. So that may change, David Adams.
Yeah, it could. Bailey has been tough there so far, but they've got to get her back rotating down to the block. And if you're a Hazard, guys, you want to move the ball and get it into the middle. They're open there because Knott Central has a lot of pressure on the outside.
Well, you saw right there with the inserting of Pennington back in the game, automatically the offense runs a little bit more smooth when she's up there at the high post.
Went inside, threw it back out.
Yep.
What happens? You hit, most of the time, if you go inside out that three, you're going to knock it down, and that's what happened.
And Kaylee King in the basketball game for Knott County Central for the first time as we're under 2 minutes. Reed being guarded there, goes behind her back, and you cannot do that under defensive pressure. And it's going to be a tie-up, and that tie-up will send the ball to a Hazard turnover against Knott County Central.
Yeah, you have to know that pressure's coming from behind you, so don't do a behind-the-back dribble when you think that's going to happen.
She had her back turned to the opposite side, and the defender sneaked over guys and made the play.
Howard with the basketball, looking to move it as quickly as they can. Higgins goes to the baseline, tries to give it up to Pennington, and it's knocked away. And we got another tie-up, and that'll be a turnover as the ball will go to Knott County Central.
But as you see, like Jim said, they're running that ball through the middle and through Pennington to get what they want right now.
And they have to play Pennington at the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she'll turn around and knock it down, as we've seen already.
And she passes well.
Yeah, you know, we watched her, you know, she was kind of thrust into that starting role last year, and we got to cover a lot of games and watch the evolution of her, and she became such a viable player towards the end of the year.
Coach McElorn's not happy with her girls right now on running the offense. Somebody's got to step to it. Reed steps to the basketball. McElorn's long three, good. And that's McElorn's first bucket on the night, and a big one as it puts Knott County Central up 24-21. There's Pennington. It's blocked by Reed off the weak side. Ball gets away, and it's going to be a foul on Howard. And that's going to be Howard's second foul.
You know, guys, this game started as Hazard was putting the pressure on. And, Brian, you are right. You watch this game, it's Knott County putting the pressure on.
Yeah, they're giving them a dose of their own medicine.
Conley will bring it up. No pressure on Conley as we're under 30 seconds in the first half. We'll be having the DoubleQuick halftime show. Nice give and go, and it's missed. Knocked away. Average with the basketball, under 20 seconds. Someone's got to stop the ball. They do, but it's a kick out to front apple for the three. Doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Bailey. Conley under 10. She goes through. A lot of contact. Is anybody going to get a shot off? And they're not going to get a shot off, and that will end the first half with Knott County Central ahead of Hazard 24-21. And
guys, I want to tell you, I'm a little surprised over the rebound. And Hazard started out early in the game, out rebounding, but the second quarter clearly belonged to Knott County on the board. So we're going to take a break. Maynard Splar, Brian Johnson, Jim McCauley, and David Adams. We'll be back to the complex right after this.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hopfensperger from Hopfensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hopfensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world. And I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community. TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to the DoubleQuick halftime show, and we're going to send it down to David Adams. He's got a special guest about the All-A tournament. David, down to you.
I do have a special guest, guys. Former coach of the Dilscombs Panthers, Mr. Harold Combs, and what a basketball fan he has been, and what a person he has been in the community. He's been so helpful to a lot of young people that's come up to learn them the rights and wrongs about how to get along with your community and all the people, and a special guy he is. And Harold, tell us a little bit about what you picked up on the basketball season so far.
Well, to me, it's changed so much, David, from back in the times when I was more involved in it. And I don't know. It's a whole new game. Of course, all this stuff that's happened, it just drifts down from the top right on down. This NIL, that's college level and all that. And I don't know. It's hard for me to understand the game the way I learned from older people back in the day. I guess what it is, it's passed me by is what I'm trying to say.
I tell you what, looking at these teams here, Hazard and Knott County, I find it interesting. Both teams missing some easy ones, throwing it away, but it's going to settle down. Now, you watch a lot of the girls and the boys. Is that correct, Harold?
Well, I didn't watch as much of the girls since I've been out of it, so to speak. Usually through the All-A is where I see most of the girls' basketball, and I'm really impressed with what the coach at UK's done at the college level so far this season. Beating LSU at LSU is no easy task.
You're right. I noticed I went down to the All-A last year. I noticed you were down on the floor, and I'm sure you're doing some work with All-A, advising and working with things.
Well, I'm an at-large member on the All-A committee, the statewide committee, but I got tickled. I was telling a gentleman a while ago that since we've got Chad Rudd involved representing the 14th region now, Chad has done a great job, and he's moved up. He's one of the top 3 people over the whole thing, and they've really improved. And David, you may understand this. I don't know if you're old enough or not, but this technology has just left me. I need to be 6 feet under right now.
No, you do not. We need you to stay as long as you can, my friend. And a lot of people looks up to you, Harold Combs. And, you know, I see Mr. Danny Hilbert out every now and then. And the Dilsa Combs man himself. And I always kid him. He always liked to shoot it, and he never passed, Harold.
Well, I'll be honest with you. He's got to be in the top 2 of the most hard just will not give up and quit. I mean, he just, and of course, we all know he wasn't a weightlifter by any stretch of the imagination, but he really was aggressive and just, but he, and I think he got that from his older brother, Oscar.
Right. Well, I want to tell you, if I get one treat tonight about interviewing all these people, it just happened. Because I think you're one of the finest people anyone could ever meet, friend.
I appreciate that. I just, I have to admit now, my only sibling left besides me is Oscar, and I'll have to say he's been a lot better at this than I have.
But it's good to see you. And, guys, Coach Harold Combs, former coach of the Dilscombs Panthers. Now we'll take it back up for halftime scoring. Third quarter's not long off, guys.
Thank you, David. And Harold Combs goes way back. Harold and Ira are two special people that I had the ability to call some of their high school basketball games at Dilscombs High School, and had some really good teams back in the day at Dilscombs.
They do a great things for this area and the athletes in this part of the neck of the woods.
And, Oscar, of course, cat's paws and all those kinds of things. So just a Kentucky basketball crazy family is, I guess, the best way to do it.
Oh, I mean, the conversations you have with those guys are priceless. I mean, Ira used to be one of those guys that you need to keep your mouth shut and your ears open because you're going to learn something when you talk to him.
Yep.
Just listen.
It just like the Big Dipper, and those people can't be replaced. People, and we try to do our best to do things for the kids of the mountains, and they started it. They started it, Ira and the Big Dipper, and through those kind of people, they got a lot of people looking the next level.
Yeah.
But do we have any scores, guys, from the other girls' games? Of course, Lee County and Leslie County are playing tonight. Lee County at Leslie. June Buchanan is at Jenkins, and those two winners will play in the first matchup come Friday night at 6 o'clock over at June Buchanan and Lloyd College. Of course, Breathitt County is at Owsley County, and the winner of that matchup will play the winner of the Hazard Knott County Central game that you're watching right now, and that will be the second game on Friday at 8 o'clock. And, of course, Hometown 24 will be doing those games on Friday night as well. So, if you've got those kind of scores or anything, if you're watching something, holler at us or text us, one of us, and we do appreciate it.
Guys, we got a big crowd looking in. I want to pass some of those along to you. Kay King looking in tonight. Her and Michelle and David down. Glad to have them down in Prairie County. Also, James Catron looking in. Paul Sandlin, Tick Lewis in Whitesburg. And in Jenkins, Sonny Frazier. You can't go to a ball game without Sonny Frazier looking in. And our good friend Ryan Former in Hyden, KY. Glad to have all of them along, and we'll get some more when we get an opportunity.
Tim Eldridge down in London. Brandy Cottle watching up at Whitesburg. You guys, she knows a lot about basketball. And she tells me that all the time.
Got a score in.
Okay.
Jenkins 24-20 at the half.
Jenkins 24-20 over June Buchanan. And like I said, the winner of that will face the winner of Lee County at Leslie County. And, of course, that will be the first matchup, semifinal Friday night over at Alice Lloyd College, being hosted by June Buchanan School. And here we go, guys.
Let's see what kind of adjustments Hazard's going to make to try to combat this pressure that Knott County's been putting on them.
Got that 1-3-1 set and kind of working that soft area. Eddington back out to Davison. Like to see Eddington turn and face once she gets it in there.
Look at the basket.
Everidge knocks down the three. Give Everidge 5.
And she can shoot it if she gets started.
Yep. And, that's good because that's right at the top of that key, and it's the best angle to shoot that three-pointer in more cases than none. Put a little bit more pressure on them as Knott County Central starts with their same starting 5 as well as Hazard.
Yeah, look, that's one thing I've noticed in that 2-3 that Hazard's running. They're really sagging down hard on Samara now from the weak side.
Yeah. And that's going to be a tie-up, and the basketball will go back to Knott County Central. But they got to find touches for Bailey.
Yeah. You know, what you end up with, had 10 in the first quarter.
10 first quarter and 0 in the second quarter.
So they've made an adjustment. So now Knott needs to come back with another adjustment for them.
Elevator screen for McLaurin's unable to get loose from Davidson.
See how quickly, I mean.
Cross-court pass, that's a mistake. Can't do that against a good team, guys.
Telegraphing their passes as well, David Adams. Davidson long 3, and Hazard goes up 3 on the 3.
Yeah, you know, we knew Davidson's capable of really knocking down that 3 shot, and, you know, quick 6 points unanswered by Hazard.
Her 12th three-pointer on the season. Her first bucket tonight goes into Kraft off the left side, misses it. Rebound is tied up, and it will be Hazard basketball.
You know, guys, that high ball screen has worked all night long for Knott County. Whoever they're putting up there to relieve the pressure off the guard rolling to the basket.
And it's smart to put Kraft on the left-hand side as well.
Yeah, so she can shoot it left-handed.
Right.
I don't know if the wing players are wide enough for them to do that. The wing players are tight. Knott County's going to have to take a 30 here, guys, on those last 2 threes. But Knott County's spacing a little tight in the paint right now.
And, you know, that's the 3rd three-pointer for Hazard. And at what point do you shoot another team out of a zone, or do you just continue to do it?
Well, you know, in the first half, they got those shots. They just weren't falling.
Yep, exactly right.
Yep.
So will Knott County roll the dice and continue to play the zone, and hopefully it'll go back out and cool them off a little bit?
Changes for the zone, guys?
If they do, they're going to have to scoot them out some, guys.
Yeah,
Hazard's shooting 19 and 20-footers comfortably. So they're going to put pressure on them, make them shoot it a little deeper.
Yeah, if they spread their wings out, and then you get back into how you going to guard.
That's the thing, you know. And if I'm Knott County,
down there on the foul line.
If I'm Knott County, I'm rolling my dice with them. You know, we've looked at the 3-point percentage that Hazard's put up for the course of the season, and if I'm at that, if I'm Knott County, I would still rather them shoot those shots and opening up the lane. For Frontople to drive in and Pennington hitting that 8 or 10-footer.
Yeah, they're shooting 26% from the field for the year on the 3-point line.
And percentages will always, at some point, it balances out.
They'll balance out.
But, you know, Hazard had 2 3-pointers in the first half, got 3 already in the third quarter.
Yeah.
As we go back to action, 30-24, as we near that 6-minute mark in the third quarter. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. Goes into Bailey, and I'm thinking that's coming right out of the coaches.
Right out of the timeout. And just like we talked about, high ball screen, roll her down the side, around down the lane. It's worked all night long with her.
That's an excellent drawed-up play that time by Coach McElaurin. It's coming out of the timeout, guys.
Yeah. Bailey 3 of 3 on the night. Give her 11 points, and Eddington will pick up her second foul.
Yeah, and Bailey needs to get aggressive like she was early in the first quarter.
Yeah, she's got to want the basketball.
Absolutely.
And Knott County Central, there's your answer, staying in that 2-3. And I think Jim hit it right on the dot by saying you just play the percentages.
We're playing the analytics, aren't we, Jim?
Yep, and that's, you know, everybody knows me, knows I'm a whiz with numbers.
Jumper average doesn't go. There's Eddington turns back off the board and puts it in.
Second shot, that's what we talked about in the keys. You got to stop that.
Yeah, you got it right, David.
Eddington with 4. McElaurin's being cut off by Davidson. Picks up her dribble, goes into Bailey deep. She misses it. Nice defense by Pennington.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bailey's just got to be a little stronger when she goes up with that basketball and use the glass.
Yeah, she got too low that time below the block.
Good point, Brian. She was way too low below the block. Could not use the board that time.
Yeah, no angle.
Yep, David had the good angle on that. Goes into Eddington, kicker to average, and she always hits that.
Inside out.
Hazard coming out here red hot, and that's what experienced teams do, guys.
Biggest lead of the night, 35-26. Floater, McElaurin doesn't go. Frontople with the rebound. Left hand keeps it away from Reed. And there's going to be a hold. And that's going to be on Reed, and that's going to be her 4th foul. Apple said she was held all the way down the court.
One thing about Reed, guys, her sister played here last year, and y'all remember Drew. She got her money's worth on a foul, and I believe her sister's going to be similar.
Yeah, she wasn't giving her a break there.
And guys, this is danger zone time for Knott County.
Yeah.
18-footer good by Front Apple. Other than 2 free throws by Bailey, Knott County Central not able to find anything. Goes into Bailey, 15 feet away from the goal, give and go, and Conley's going to get called for the double dribble.
I'll say Coach Howard made some adjustments at halftime.
Well, really, guys, you know, they've hit 4 3-pointers, and that had to change a lot of strategy right there.
Yes, it will.
Everidge splits some 14-footer rolls, and it goes in.
Yeah, Everidge just came out on fire this second half.
Give her 8 in the quarter, 10 for the game. Floater, McElhornets comes up short, rebound Front Apple. Davidson with a run out. Conley was able to get back, deflected by McElhornets. Got the basketball in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, Knott County needs to get a good shot at the basket right here.
Goes into Bailey, and that's the best. Misses it, rebound, puts it up, and she is going to be fouled, and that's Eddington. That will be 3. It is not. It is on Pennington, and that will be her first, and Bailey will go back to the line for 2 more.
Established good post position that time. She was up above the block. They got it into her, turn around, draw the foul.
And you're right. It's a lot better angle that time. That one rose off.
Now, what you've seen a little bit of this quarter is the pressure of Hazard has not caused Knott County to turn the ball over, but it has caused them to take quick shots, and that both of those are successful defensively, if that's what you're looking for.
This is the free throw. Eddington with a rebound. Left-hand dribble, spin, screen by Pennington, goes over, just a little bit over top of Eddington.
Nice idea.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing that strikes you, this Lady Bulldog team, very unselfish with the basketball. And that extra pass a lot of times turns into a better shot.
Yes, it does.
One more, as the old saying goes. Got her a little bit late, didn't get her off the screen. McElhornets was wide open on that situation. Go into Bailey. Bailey pivots, goes up and puts it in.
Yeah. And again, look where she's posting up at now. She's got above that block to give herself an angle.
Give her 14. Pressure by Knott County Central.
Looks like the Patriots have decided to go man and pressure.
Basket was good.
And that's what happens, David. You know, when you try to put that pressure man defense on Hazard, you see Front Apple able to slice and dice in there and gets the M1 potentially.
Caudle in for Pennington, and Front Apple 3 or 4 on the night will shoot again as Combs picked up the second foul. And she converts.
Yeah, and then Front Apple, she realized it was man-to-man. She goes straight to the block to take the size advantage with her.
And just like that, Hazard's up 14. McElhorn's looking inside as Combs got to get out of there and give some space and balance. And it's knocked away by Davidson. Davidson going to go against Combs. Combs and Davidson, and she steps aside, puts it in.
Yeah, this second half, all Lady Dogs here in the third quarter.
Goes to Bailey off the board, and she's going to be fouled by Caudle.
Bailey gets on the block, guys, and makes her move. She's strong there, and she can make something happen there. When she goes up foul line or outside, it's a different ball game. Even though she's got a good touch, she gets on the block. She's tough for anybody to stop in their region.
5 of 7 from the free throw line. Misses the second. Eddington trying to get position. Caudill, 16-footer. It's going to be long. There's that girl, Eddington. Offensive
She's so
rebound.
active.
Goes to Caudill, left hand, puts it in. 4 points off the bench for Hannah Caudill. Bailey trying to get space, but there's 2 girls on her. She turns, goes up, misses it. King tips it back to herself. Conley, long 3. Combs, much needed, but doesn't go. And Maggie Combs with the rebound. 1 minute to go. Goes to front apple, going against Combs, up and under. Probably should have shot it after she got a little space, didn't notice it. Coach Howard says turn it over. Running that high post offense. Front apple goes in, and it's blocked by Bailey. Not many people going to do that to front apple. Bailey's one of the few that can.
She's one of the few that can. She's got
Conley
great size.
splits and puts it in. Much needed basket.
Nice drive there. Kept the ball low. Used the left hand. Got the bucket.
Conley with 6. 16 seconds to go. Long 3, front apple, good.
Yeah, when Hazard's clicking on all cylinders, guys, they're a hard team to match up with.
11 for front apple, 19, and bucket's going to count as Bailey knocks it down. So 49-33, the Hazard Lady Bulldogs. Stay with us here on Hometown 24. We'll be right back.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell-Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets, Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell-Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you are the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central Morton Combs Athletic Complex. BB King Court as a 28-9 third quarter by Hazard has put the lead out to 49-33 Hazard. And guys, just like that, the tide turned.
How many threes did they hit in that quarter?
They hit 5 3-pointers. And they had 6 people on the court. And Coach McElhorn said they had 6 players on the court, and therefore it should be a technical foul. And they're going to put the ball back in play as
reset the clock. Put 8 minutes on it.
Yeah, I heard Napier say it's our fault for not counting them.
So here we go, and Knott County Central's got to have points, and they've got to have stops on the other end.
I think Knott's spacing that quarter was not very good on the offensive end.
Well, right now they're making a move, Brian. They're running into the low player. The low players on the block are not moving.
And Bailey is fouled, and you're exactly right, David. There was like 3 people in a space of about 5 feet.
Yeah, they need to get better spacing. But, I mean, with a young team, they're trying to get in there and get something going for them, so that happens sometime.
Bailey will go to the line, and Bailey, 49% free throw shooter coming into the game, and
she shot it well.
She's looking pretty good tonight.
She must have been shooting outside at the garage.
I'd say that's the Blair Jinx.
Yep.
No,
maybe not. She makes the second. And 19 points for Bailey as they pull within 14. They got to have some stops here. Hazard Coach Howard trying to steal a few minutes for Front Apple and Eddington.
Knott's pressure's extended out a little bit.
Hammond came into the basketball game, and she was guarding Higgins. Higgins a long three, and she's good.
Guys, the difference in this ball game is what you just saw. I mean, they lit it up second half, and that was a deep shot.
But that's that in-out that Brian was talking about, and it makes it a lot easier.
It makes it so much easier for your outside shooter.
And Bailey knocks down the 15-footer.
Yeah, Bailey's had a well of a ball game.
Give her 21 on the night.
You know, she can shoot that ball, and she's going to have to do more of that as the season goes to make this a better club.
And the foul call, and that's going to be on Kraft, and that's going to be Kraft's first, and that will send Higgins to the line, and this will be her first 2 free throws of the year.
Yeah, you know, she's not a player that really, she usually hangs out at the three-point line and not in there and doesn't drive often.
Yeah, she's such a shooter. That's what she's out there to do. She's going to relocate, find the open area, knock down the three.
And she's got 7 on the night and misses that one. Rebound fought for, and Combs is going to come out there with it. Average splits through. Jumper is good. Average has shot it well.
She has. She's played well. And
give her 12. Spin by Kraft. Got a little room off the board. Puts it in.
Now she's good with that left hand using that board.
Give her 4.
I've been impressed with her tonight.
Yeah, and only a 13-year-old 8th grader. A very promising future for the Lady Patriots.
Average going against Monroe, puts it up, comes up short. Bailey with a rebound, gets it to Kraft. Monroe's behind. Kraft doesn't see her, turns, pivots, and she is fouled as she goes to the floor.
Looks like Higgins going to get that foul, guys.
And you're exactly right, David. And Kraft will go to the line where she's a 61% free throw shooter. Comes up short as Combs and Reed will come in for Monroe and Conley. Makes the second.
Yeah, Knott County really needs to get a couple of breaks here, turnover, something to get back in this ball game. Trailing 15 with 5:44 left.
And Bailey knocks it away, but Caldwell able to run it down. Running the motion offense. Combs wide open over there. Bobbles it. Goes back into the lane. Pump fakes and misses it. Rebounds fought for, and it's going to be a foul call, and that's going to be on Combs. And Maggie Combs will pick up her second. Eddington will come in for Hannah Caudill. Guys, we've got a nice crowd going on.
Nice crowd. It looks like Hazard's going man-to-man. There's a high ball screen.
Mac Lawrence gives it up, but there's Higgins to come from the weak side. Nice defense.
That ball bouncing everywhere.
Got a little bit butter from the popcorn on that ball, and it goes out of bounds, but Hazard will retain it.
Like a little pinball action going on there.
Spacing and passes, taking a little mustard off of it, guys, and Hazard is getting a hand on those.
Got to come to it, David Adams.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And it's going to be a foul call as Average goes up, and she is fouled by Avery Combs, and that's going to be Combs' third. We'll send Average to the free throw line for the first time tonight, 54% on the season. 12 points, averages 10 points on the season, misses the first. Hammond will come in, and Bailey will go out.
Well, you look at the scoreboard, guys. 5 minutes to go, 55-40. 5 threes in the third quarter may decide this ball game.
You're exactly right. David is a mathematical
He is.
I'm in shock.
But
I
5
can
threes
count a
added up to
dollar,
15.
guys.
He can count nickels, can't he? Hazard trying to get a little space and backdoor. Higgins, nice pass, and it goes in, and she is fouled.
But you know,
from Apple with a great pass there with a left hand. Guys, that was drawed up textbook right there. That's how you do it.
But, it all started with another offensive rebound by Eddington.
Right.
Yeah, and, we talked about that in the keys of the game tonight for the young Lady Patriots, that they must limit those shots. See right here's the nutting, guys.
And Higgins pulls it down after missing the free throw. Average straight
Can't
line
let that
drive.
happen.
No
And that's
rotation.
without Bailey in there, too. You're just really vulnerable in the paint.
That's 14 for average.
And Hazard, every time Bailey goes out, they go straight to the rim.
And I think they're going to get Combs for running through the screen, and that is correct.
It's a good call.
3 fouls on Maggie Combs, and she will go out. Davidson will be in. Bailey back in as Hammond will go out for the Lady Patriots. About to get a desperate time, gentlemen.
Yep.
We've got to get some buckets quickly.
Goes into Kraft. She splits through.
Wow.
Don't know how she did that.
I have no idea how she got that ball.
Great hands just to
catch it.
Yeah, to catch it and made the move in between to get fouled.
And that was on Front Apple, and that will be her first. And Kraft will go to the line for the third and fourth time of the night.
I mean, you talk about Kraft and Combs in here and playing these big minutes in these
you're talking
big-time games. Eighth graders and freshmen.
I mean, I couldn't even fathom. I was waiting on G.I. Joe to come on.
Oh, yeah, me too. I was scared to death.
It's kind of like Hazard was 2 or 3 years ago. They did the same thing, and it just takes a while to season under these circumstances.
And they've grown from the first game we had them this year.
Yep.
Yeah, agreed.
Higgins all the way across, and Higgins has been very active.
Yeah.
Misses the layup, and the rebound's going to come to McElhart's in the middle of the floor, and they're going to call foul on Higgins, I believe.
Yeah, Higgins, another freshman there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
A while ago we looked and Higgins and Combs were matched up, and I was thinking to myself, Lord, what's the next 4 years going to look like?
Yeah, exactly.
And McElhart's will go to the line first time and misses 58% on the season. Danny with only 3 points on the night.
And she's distributed the ball well, though. She's her and Samara Mead on the high ball screen and roll have looked really well.
Give her 4 now, and as we're under 4 minutes.
Guys, if you're not Central, you want to finish this game playing hard and staying with it, not just tuning it in, because you're going to play another game in a few days. So, and if you're Hazard, you want to keep the momentum going. And that'll be 5 on Reed. So she played hard. Didn't turn out like she probably wanted, but guys, she really had a good game. She really worked hard while she was in there.
Yep, she sure did.
And another freshman you're talking about. So, a lot of talented young players here in the 14th region.
And we'll only get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Front Apple will knock it down.
What's her total on the night, guys?
20.
Well, it looks like
5 of 6 and make it
wanting to
6.
be the Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game.
She is definitely under consideration, David.
Yep.
6 of 7 on the night, 21 points. Got to go quickly if you're the Patriots. Knocked away by Eddington, and Front Apple wisely balances the floor. I think they're going to take a little bit of time, gentlemen.
Yeah, they're going to spread them out.
Yeah. They have good spacing right now, if you notice. So that means, they're going to delay, and like you said, Manus, going to take the seconds off the clock.
And, you notice they've got Front Apple there in the middle that can always be an outlet if they get in trouble.
Yep.
Well, now, as soon as I say that, they switch.
But, they do have ability. They've got a lot of good ball handlers out there on the floor.
Look at their spacing.
You can't double when you do that.
Absolutely.
Front Apple able to save that one almost. McLaurin's almost with it, but she is fouled, and they're not going to count. No. She kind of smiles on it.
Guys on the bracket, who will the winner of this game go?
The winner will be between Breathitt County and Owsley County, and that'll be the second game on Friday night.
Okay. I don't know how they match up. Hazard not only, they've got some length on this
Yes,
team
they do.
as well.
Well, one thing you talk about front Apple, you don't realize until you get on the floor how long and tall she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up here, you can't read that from where we're at.
Over at Jim Buchanan, Jenkins with a 1-point lead and 6:54 left in the fourth quarter, 39-38. Well of a ball game over there.
Sounds like a good one.
Bailey puts it in.
I tell you, when Bailey gets posted above that block, where she's got room to move, she's tough.
I agree.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take a timeout too. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
In Kentucky, we understand what matters: family, friends, community. But sometimes we hurt. At Mountain Comprehensive Care Center, we believe in hope, and Mountain's behavioral health professionals want to be there for you every step of the way. Together, we can overcome the challenges of depression, PTSD, addiction, and so much more. With behavioral health centers throughout Kentucky, your story of recovery begins at Mountain Comprehensive Care Center.
I have to
welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central, second round of the All-A Classic, and it's presented by the Bank of Hindman. Once again, thank you to the Bank of Hindman for always sponsoring our games.
And just a little fun fact that we were talking about on the way down here, and it's hard to believe when you think about Knott County and Hazard, but the last win Hazard has had against Knott County was way back in 2011.
22 straight wins.
It's hard to believe.
By Knott County Central. No, but I could have.
Imagine pulling that out, David.
David could have went around to the whole crowd, and nobody would have got that.
We should have used that on trivia.
Nobody. It's going to be a kick out to Everidge behind the defense, but smartly she'll turn around. And
guys, I want to say hello to David Ritchie down on Route 30. Looking in, he's a great fan, basketball fan, and a fan of Hometown 24.
And Kraft's going to pick up the foul, and that will send Davidson to the line. First time on the night, 70% from the line, 5 points. Average is 4.7, already got her average, misses that one.
I've never understood how these girls that are such good three-point shooters and struggle at the free throw line.
And it shouldn't be that way, but
it kind of slows everything down a lot of times.
It looks like JT has sent me a score. Leslie County leading 56-22 tonight, guys.
So it looks like Leslie County will go against the winner of June Buchanan and Jenkins. First semifinal on Friday night at 6. And we'll be there.
Yep. Want to thank JT for helping us out. Our good buddy down in Hazard, KY. Glad to have him.
Gives it up, and Bailey will shoot it. Comes up short. Rebound is fought for. Kraft gets it, misses it. Front Apple with the rebound. And it's going to be a tie-up, and it will stay with Hazard.
Guys, I tell you, both these teams have some young kids that can play this game, and they're gonna be good. They just need some years and strength on them.
Yep, you're right, David. And guys, stay with us because David Adams will be having interviews after the game with our player of the game, and maybe he'll grab Coach Howard as well.
Well, who knows if I can get a shot, but I'll probably do the player. And guys, it's time to decide our Alice Lloyd College player. And I'll listen to your all's comment on that.
And that will be Number 5, Maddie Frontapple. So, David, that's who you'll be getting.
All right, we'll talk to Maddie. And
Howard misses the first free throw. Second one is no good as well. McLaurin's with the rebound. And we'll be checking to see who's winning down at Owsley County. Breathitt County and Owsley County's ball's knocked away as Hazard will advance, and they will improve to 6-7. Knott County Central will drop to 9-6 on the season.
And we saw a whale of a ball game here tonight, guys.
Oh, yeah. We did. I thought the first half was a very good ball game. And guys, like I said, the 5 3-pointers in the third quarter separated the basketball game.
Yeah, and you jump out and get ahead 15, 17 points, and you look, that's about where we stayed the rest of the game.
It was.
David Adams will try to get Maddie Frontapple and stay with us about 20 minutes after we break. It will be the Hazard Bulldogs facing the Knott County Central Patriots.
Are you ready, guys?
We're ready to go, and we'll go down to David Adams.
All right, with me is our Lloyd College player of the game, Maddie Frontapple. And Maddie, physical game?
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm out of breath.
Well, let's talk a little bit. I thought the first half you were getting shots, all of you, but they didn't. They wasn't going, and Knott County was hitting some shots. You come out the third quarter and you put 5 threes together to get you some room.
Yeah, we just had to adjust their defense. Usually, most teams play us the 2-3 because they don't think we can hit the outside shot. But we came out after halftime and hit it. So.
Well, you look ahead in the tournament. This was a good experience, a nice crowd tonight. It's good to get that experience, that tournament experience.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Well, Leslie County's winning, and we don't have a report on Breathitt yet. We'll get that, and so it's getting down where you go to the Prairie Center now and play over at Lloyd. That's Friday night coming up, so be looking forward to that.
Yep, we don't care who we play. We just want to win.
What do you think about the season so far? Coach made the schedule tougher, and how's it working?
Yeah, we've had a really tough schedule playing GRC, the top team in the state, North Laurel, top 10, but it'll definitely pay off in the end.
Congratulations on a good win tonight and a play that you did. You always play hard, Maddie Frontapple.
I try.
Hi, good seeing you. Good game from Maddie. Back up to you guys.
Okay, and of course, like I said, it'll be Hazard and Knott County Central when we come back. We'll talk a little bit about the game that we just watched when we come back, and we'll talk about the game coming up. So stay with us as we will have game number 2 on Hometown 24 in a bit.
Introducing WTVE TV Everywhere from TVS, the new way to watch your favorite shows, live channels, and on-demand content wherever you go. On your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, whether you're at home, on the road, or maybe somewhere you might not want to be. And the best news, TV Everywhere is already part of every TVS video plan. Sign up today for TVS and get access to your favorite content, including live college sports everywhere. Visit tvscable.com or call 606-785-3450.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here, Linden, caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome down on the floor, my guest, Coach Honeycutt of the Knott County Central Patriots. Coach, good atmosphere tonight, a good game to sort of get the team ready for the end of the year. It's early now. I mean, it's first week of January. You want this going by the third week of February. You want them ready, big guy.
Yeah, that is, and it's great. That's what I told the guys before we come out. I said, this is a really great atmosphere, and you're getting it in January. We're coming right off Christmas break, and you got, arguably the best team in the region in Hazard. Got great players, well coached, and we get to play and see where we're at, and it could be a regional matchup, first round, second round, or in the championship. You never know. We've got a lot of good teams this year.
Yeah, I think we've got two of the best six. If you're picking 6 teams in the region, I think 2 of them here tonight.
And that's where you want to be, it's still, we're halfway home. And we want to continue to improve, and that's what we'd love to win the All-A, but the biggest thing about it is we want to play good tonight and just keep improving like we've done over the last little bit.
What are you looking for tonight, Coach? What are you trying to get out of the game? What do you want to accomplish in this ball game?
Well, obviously we're going to win, but the biggest thing is we want to continue to have low turnovers, rebound the ball well, play good team defense, compete, and have a good time.
We were talking, the crew, the hometown crew, we thought rebounding is going to decide this game tonight.
I think so, too. It's whoever does the best job on the glass. And then I would add one other thing. Whoever don't turn it over a lot. You have live ball turnovers, and it's a bucket on the other end.
Well, good luck to you tonight. It's always good talking with you, and always good to see you, Coach.
David, good to have everybody out, and great job from hometown doing it, and we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much. Now, I go to Casey Huff, the head coach of the Bulldogs. Coach, what an atmosphere. It's good atmosphere this time of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, looking at your team, they've been playing well.
Yeah, we went to Florida and had a few hiccups. We didn't have all of our roster and this and that, but it was still a really good opportunity for some other guys to grow, and we're excited to have our nucleus back and see where we are going forward.
We've had you a couple times watching. We was real impressed with the rebounding out of the team and the lane play, and I think, we talked last night on the air, and I thought these two teams are playing extremely well right now.
Yeah, kudos to Knott County. Just got them playing really, really good basketball together.
Well, you've got a young man. His name is Seth Caudle, and he can play.
Pretty good player. He pulls the sled.
But it's always good to see you, Coach. Wish you luck tonight and the Bulldogs. Let's take it back upstairs, guys, and both coaches, they're just enjoying the game.
And, when David Adams is talking to coaches and everything, it's just a different thing, and it's back to the old heyday of Harold and David on the floor.
Exactly.
So, of course, this matchup, Hazard Bulldogs 7-6, gentlemen. Knott County Central 10-3, and when you look at different aspects, and both of them are played pretty good schedules. Both of them played in the WYT.
Yes.
Both of them played in a tournament over the course of the Christmas break.
Well, the thing I like, man, is I don't mean to interrupt, but I love hearing the coach speak. And everyone's smiling, and we've got to limit the rebounds and the turnovers. This is a big game.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just going to go ahead and put get the elephant in the room. This is Coach Huff returning back to where he coached last year.
Oh, yeah.
We've got kids from both teams. This game should be an absolute classic tonight.
And, you know, you look around in the crowd, and we've got a really good crowd. There's even more people, I think, came in as I went around kind of and talked to some of the people of Hazard. And, you know, it's the kind of crowd that we were used to during this particular time.
Guys, to be honest with you, this is a tournament crowd, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of people here, and like you mentioned, there's a lot of them come in, you know, in the last 10 minutes. There's a lot of them come in. So we're going to have a big crowd time this thing tips off.
And, you know, the Hazard Band of Gold, as you can hear them in the background, is here. And, you know, you don't always see that from a away team coming in. So a big game for everybody involved. And it's also a pecking order game.
I think it shows the magnitude of this matchup.
Yeah, and, you know, everybody's talking about it. And, you know, I think Jim Bob said the white elephant or the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is each team is jockeying for being that one team in the region. And, of course, when you go down and look at the wins of the Hazard Bulldogs, they've defeated Paintsville, they have defeated Purry Central, they've defeated Round County, Leslie County, Buckhorn, Owsley in the region, and those are good wins. When you look at Knott County Central, they have defeated Shelby Valley at Shelby Valley. They have defeated Powell County at Powell County. They have defeated Knox Central, Pike Central, and Wolfe County. So both teams with quality wins. Of course, some of the losses they've had, you know, when you look at Hazard, they've been defeated by North Laurel in a very good game in the WYMT. Pendleton County and of course, GRC. And anytime you go to GRC, that is a tough ball game.
Yeah.
Of course, Knott County Central lost to Pikeville. They have lost to North Laurel as well, and they lost to a team out of Knoxville, Tennessee over the Christmas break. So probably a little bit more tested and probably what we're giving credit for at this particular time of the year.
Well, you know, we look at the beginning of the year, and we opened up the Cats Balls or whatever, and we kind of made our token for whatever they're worth predictions. We all felt like Hazard would be, in the preseason, the team to beat.
Yep.
And you know, I don't know about you guys, I had Knott down the list at about 6 or 7.
I did too.
And I have been, and I'll gladly eat those words.
You
Knott
eat crow.
County, yeah, I eat crow, and I will say it. After watching Knott County against Wolfe County, hey, nobody wants to play Knott County Central.
Nobody wants to play Knott County
Guys,
Central.
you know, talking with both coaches, I get the feeling whoever hits the boards tonight and has low turnovers is probably going to be happy after the game, and the team that don't will probably not be happy.
No.
Well, you know, Manus and Brian, David, I think that one of the big keys to this game is who settles into their game first. When you have a game that is always a rival, but you throw a little extra gas on the fire tonight, both teams really want to come out and prove their worth. There's going to be a lot of excitement and adrenaline in those first 3 or 4 minutes. So I think the team that settles down into their game can put aside everything else. That's going to be the team that comes out victorious tonight.
Yeah, the first 2 or 3 minutes, they're going to be feeling each other out, and it's probably going to. Both teams are going to be really aggressive.
Yes.
I would tend to think. But whoever can settle, you said it exactly right. Whoever can settle down and just get into their game, get into their flow, I think they probably have the advantage.
Yes. So, Brian, you've called state tournament, you've called regional finals. How as an official, how does this differ, is there any difference between calling a game like this and calling a regional final and a state final game?
No.
Or is there any difference?
Not this. A game of this magnitude and this excitement, the build up around it, like Jim said, you know, the elephant in the room. Coach Huffs comes back. He's with the one of the perennial powers, Hazard. Players have switched schools back and forth. You know, that's what they're going on. The adrenaline's there. But as an official, you're excited. You want to be on the game's like this. But I will tell you, I'm glad I'm not on this one tonight. just
What
saying.
about
that, David Adams?
This is kind of really odd because the last few years, I can't remember this kind of crowd for an All-A game in the region unless you all have seen more of a crowd than I have.
Well,
yeah, no, I'm really happy I'm up here. I'm not sweating, not getting yelled at tonight.
Yeah.
I just get to enjoy this great game.
Listen, Brian, I will tell the officials if they run by that you're up there, and if they need a break, you are ready, my man.
I've always got my whistle, David.
But, you know, when you start looking at Hazard, as David Adams takes a charge down on the court, you know, and I hope everybody's enjoying a little bit of a different look tonight with David Adams down on the
Hey, guys, I get to shake hands with Pelfrey. What do you expect?
We're never getting David back up in the booth.
Wade Pelfrey down there putting the balls
Wade had a great career at Hazard.
Great player, yes.
Great player, and always good. I interviewed him several times as a player, and he's a nice young man.
Yeah, and with the players going off, and we're just going to go ahead and kind of look at some of the stats for Hazard. Of course, Taylor Osborne averaging 13.1 points, Seth Cottle 16.8, Trace Kincaid 17.1, Tucker Johnson 6.4, along with his 8.8 rebounds, and for Coach Huff. And you know, largely, do we call him the Iron Man 5 for Hazard?
Hey, JT sent me a score, guys.
Okay.
Breathitt County, a winner. Big time, 61-37. So the Bobcats will move over to the Prairie Center.
So that means Breathitt County will be facing Hazard at 8 o'clock on the semifinal night of Friday night. Thank you, David. When we look at Knott County Central, you have Jaden Hall, who we've talked about, more of an offensive person, 7.7. Gavin Mosley, 4.9. Chase Ambergy, 14.3. Michael Gibson, 9.4. And Connor Napier, 10.7. So that'll lead us into the keys of the game and the Tim Short auto keys of the game. So let's look at Hazard. What does Hazard need to do here in order to bring home the victory?
Well, first of all, they're going to have to establish, and you talked about it just a second ago, their depth. Are they the 5-6 team players deep? They can't get in foul trouble because they don't play a lot of people. They don't play a lot of their bench players. They're going to have to establish with, you know, everything's going to run through Cottle and then Kincaid. If he gets hot, you're going to have to watch out for them. And then the athleticism of Osborne. You know, Knott's going to have to try to control all of that.
And then you've got the Knott County Central Patriots. What does Knott County Central need to do to move on in the All-A Classic?
Well, you know, and it's funny, when we do these keys of the game, sometimes they mirror each other. And the first thing Knott County's got to do, you know, they've got to be able to keep Seth out of the lane. They've got to keep him because he's deadly. Guys, when he gets open anywhere inside of 16-foot, it's money in the bank. The second thing they've got to do is they've got to establish their inside game. Gibson and Ambergy, they have got to be able to go inside and impose their will on Hazard, force Hazard to foul in the paint, control the offensive boards, get some second chance shots. And, they've also, either Napier, Mosley, somebody's got to be able to knock down the outside shot.
And I think the key that's going to be a difference for Knott is the involvement of Jordan Hall that we've talked about. Jaden, I'm sorry.
Jaden, yes.
Him being more of a threat to score than what he has been in recent years. And if he does that, that just puts more pressure on Hazard's post play, which will free up for Gibson and for Amberg.
Yeah, and the bench, I'm going to give that nod a little bit to Knott Central. Dials, Miller, Little, really, giving some quality minutes to Jeff Honeycutt's squad on the bench. And I think for Hazard, one of the big factors is going to be the play of Tucker Johnson. And Tucker's used to going against bigger guys. You know, he had to battle against that monstrosity duo of Breathitt County last year. and held his own, but he has got to be able to contribute offensively and on the boards heavily tonight for the Bulldogs.
And, you know, everything, and, you know, we talk about cliches, and I'll just throw in my cliches before David Adams throws his stuff in. But the cliches is 50-50 balls, make free throws.
Oh, yeah.
No
Those are
live
crucial,
turnovers.
guys. Those are crucial.
So,
No
David,
question about it.
You've got your time now. What do you think is going to be the keys to both of these wins?
I think North Central has to have low turnovers. I think they have to limit Hazard to one shot. And for Hazard, it's simple. Hit those open looks, if not doubles down low. They're very good about doubling on the block. So Hazard's got to take care of the ball as well. I don't know if the pressure, what kind of zone or pressure man-to-man that Coach Honeycutt will play, but he's got enough on his bench that Jim McCauley mentioned the bench. He's got 8 or 9 he can go play.
And, you know, when we did the Hazard-Purry Central game, you saw that Coach Huff started adding a few more people to the rotation and understanding that, you know, throughout the course of the year, you're going to have foul trouble, you're going to have injuries, you're going to have sickness, you're going to have different things, and he sees the big picture come down the line, and hopefully that will be fruitful for him as the season goes along.
Yeah, you start working on your rotation and either lengthen it or shorten it when you're getting to a little bit past this point in the year. Both these teams have played enough games and played enough stiff competition to kind of figure out what they're going to do and who's going to be able to help them in certain situations.
You know, you look at this game, guys, and the crowd, what a boost and what a game to get your team. It's early January. You would think it's third week in February here.
You know, that's traditionally when we used to play the WYMT Classic, and after you got a few games, and it's really tough to come right out and play basketball games without a few under your belt. And I think these teams, with Hazard having 13 games and Knott County Central having 13 as well, both coaches know a little bit more about their teams, and the players know their roles.
Yes, they do, and they're going to find out a lot about their team tonight, Brian, Jim, and Manus. This is where you want to be and what you want to play in, because this is a pressure game. Even though it's early January, this is a pressure game.
Yeah, this is going to help set the pecking order in the 14th region. Both these teams are looking to establish themselves as a contender for the regional title this year. No better way to do it than to start with this game tonight. I'm pumped up, Jim.
No, I am too. We've been talking about this since Knott won.
Night before last.
Yeah, night before last. That this is such a primetime matchup. I'm excited. We've got a lot of wonderful athletes going to be on display here tonight. You know, you've got one of the incredibly hot shooters. He kind of reminds me of the microwave that used to play.
Oh, yeah,
Trace Kincaid, Vinnie Johnson, man. When he gets hot, I know that you have to be born probably after or before 1973 to understand that. But listen, there's not a kid in the region when he gets hot can fill it up like Trace Kincaid.
Nope. And we're getting ready with PA man, Drum Thornsbury, getting ready to.
Yeah.
And it'll be the visitor on the scoreboard, Hazard Bulldogs, 7-6, coached by Mr. Casey Huff, number 13. Senior guard Seth Cottle, averaging 16.8 points. Number 2 looks like, and instead of 14 will be Trace Kincaid, averaging 17.1. Number 1, senior forward Taylor Osborne, averaging 13.1. 22, senior center Tucker Johnson, averaging 6.4. And number 10, senior forward Tucker Napier, averaging 4.1, 7.2 rebounds on the season. Now the home team on the scoreboard, the Knott County Central Patriots, 10-3 on the season, coached by Jeff Honeycutt. Number 11, senior forward Chance Ambergy, averaging 14.3 points. Number 23, senior forward Michael Gibson, averaging 9.4 points.
Those two guys have got to have a big game, Manus Blair.
Yeah, they sure do. Number 2, senior center, Jaden Hall, averaging 7.7. Number 24, senior guard, Connor Napier, averaging 10.7. And number 10, senior guard, Gavin Mosley, averaging 4.9. The officials will be the same officials that called the first game, and that is Brian Napier, Benny Campbell, and Ralph Fugit.
And guys, looks like the second ball game getting ready to get underway from the Morton Combs Athletic Complex.
Brian Napier steps in, throws it up, and Osborne will tip it back, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Man defense by Knott County to start.
Double screen as they roll through. Isolation against Gibson. Turns. 15-footer comes up short. Rebound's going to come down to Osborne. Osborne sidestep up. Misses it. Rebound to Hall.
Thought that was a tough shot right there, guys.
And, of course, like Brian said, a little bit of emotion to start out the first couple of minutes.
It will be.
Got to get you second breath here a little bit. Box set, gives it up. Napier, 3, hits the top of the backboard, goes to Gibson, and they'll reset.
Knott County leaving that lane wide open, guys.
Yeah, they're gonna spread them out here and see what they can get one-on-one on them.
Trying to open the side.
Yeah.
Coach Honeycutt says, let's run it through, and it's going to be the double blocks. Ambergy, 3. A little bit strong. Kincaid with a rebound.
I thought he fell back on that shot, and he didn't go straight up.
Well, you know, the first couple of minutes, that adrenaline's so strong.
Cottle, good.
That's a tough matchup.
Let him get that deep. Yeah, you alluded to it earlier, Jim. If he gets in that paint right there, he's got a extremely smooth shot.
Gibson, 3. Good.
21-footer, and Gibson rings the bell.
Shooting 38% from 3. Don't take a whole lot of them, but knocks that one down. Cottle gives it up to Napier. 3, Cottle comes up short. Rebound's going to be fought for. Hall get it behind the defense is Napier. He will go in and put it in.
And, you know, I noticed on that last possession, Mosley is not leaving Kincaid at all.
I was just getting ready to say that same thing. He's not worried about anything else that's going on.
I think he's wearing his shirt.
I believe so.
That's his assignment evidently tonight. He stays with that young man.
Yeah, he is not even worrying about help side or anything.
And that's why you set the screens, 2 hard screens set by the Bulldogs.
And you see that Knott got switched off on it. Now Napier's doing the exact same thing.
Osborne in.
You know, Osborne's so athletic, and he's got such leaping ability. He can get up there and just kind of hang and get the ball off the board. Nice play.
That's a nice touch by Osborne. Using the square.
5-4, 5:08 to go in the first quarter. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. Your leader, Napier, got a straight line left hand.
Nice move with the left hand.
Napier's been a guy so far, guys, that's really setting the team up for what they're getting so far.
And that's that opening the side up with the side screen up here at the top of the key. Got 4. Kincaid, long 3. And Mosley gave him a little bit of space.
Yeah, he got a good screen by Tucker Johnson there.
Yeah, he got hung up with a hard screen that gave him the space. And Kincaid, never afraid to shoot the ball.
Good pump fake by Gibson. Misses it, fought for, gets his own, goes up. Goes to Napier. Napier, 12-footer, comes up short, tip. Rebound, Napier.
Yeah, not for the faint of heart in the paint, gentlemen.
No.
Cottle stilts back, didn't have it as Hall closed out on the 3.
Osborne wanted to clear out.
Steps did not get away. Thought he was getting away with a walk, but he did not.
And you can tell quickly Osborne really wanting to show, show a quality performance against his old teammates.
Yeah, he's being very aggressive.
7-7, 4-minute mark. Double staggered screen coming off with a dribble. As David Adams said, keeping that middle of the floor open. Hall coming out to set the screen for Napier. Solid screen. Napier, 12-footer, comes up short. Rebound once again by Hall. Mosley, 3, good.
Yeah, Mosley, a really good spot-up shooter out there, too.
Both teams cannot allow the second shot. If they do, it'll usually cost them most of the time.
Second 3 for the Patriots. Kincaid, long 3, bank.
Oh, why did he call a bank?
A bank
From
of
the
Hindman
volleyball
shot.
line.
You need to call a bank when you shoot it like that.
Well, it ties it up at 10 apiece, and regardless how it goes, it counts as 3. Hall, 15-footer, comes up short, rebound Napier.
I thought Hall stuttered with that shot, and you know, Johnson was there and may have got a little hand on it, guys. It was that close.
Kind of hesitated. Got to go up with that thing. Got to be fluid with it. Johnson in the lane left, spins back, goes back to Napier. Thought about it, says, I'll take it, misses it. Johnson with a rebound, misses it. Osborne over the top of Amberg, he gets it. Goes back, steps through, taken away by Napier on the spin. Gives it up. Amberg, he thought about it, goes into the lane, push on the way up, and he'll get 2. Nope, he will not get 2. He's on the floor. And Osborne's going to pick up the first foul of the game, almost 6 minutes into the first quarter.
That matchup between...
Not much hand checking going on in this game, guys.
We didn't think there would be.
Once again, trying to open up the side here on the screen. Hall going against Napier, turns, but there is Caudill smartly on the double team. Came down and doubled down. Caudill, Napier, 3, good.
That was a big shot right there. It gives Hazard their first lead. And guys, he was open on that break. You make that turnover and you pay at the other end.
3 threes for Hazard.
Yeah, Caudill's such a cerebral player.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, he comes in, sneaks in and gets the little takeaway, comes down, finds the shooter.
Finds the open guy, got his head up.
He's just been a fun kid to watch through his career as a Hazard Bulldog.
Yeah, he has.
And Hall is going to be fouled by Napier.
He's a great floor general.
Yes.
That's first team second. Gibson up, good.
And you can see now both teams have they've settled in a little bit.
Established what we thought they were going to do.
Absolutely.
And, you know, the officials have settled on what's going to be called, too. Or if not, what's going to be called. Either way, how you look at it. But you play according to how it's being officiated.
Right. And they will adjust.
Yes. Caudill up, good.
You can write it down, guys.
That was a tough shot on that left side because he had body contact on the way up and still was able to put it in, guys.
15-12, Hazard, 3. Mosley doesn't go. Nice box out by Caudill. Looking up the floor to Osborne. Dribble back down, and it's going to be a block call on Napier. First team foul on Knott County Central. And Osborne will go to the line. Shoots 50% on the season. Rattles and goes. You have Dials and Little in for Knott County Central. Hall and Mosley out.
I thought the last 2 trips down, Knott County's had the ball. They've not had a good shot, to be honest, guys, except for Gibson's last bucket.
Free throw miss. Looks for Little. Off fresh off the bench. 3 doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Osborne. Had Kincaid behind the defense for just a brief moment. See if they'll go for one. And Coach Huff says, hold on just a second. And Tucker Johnson says, do you want one? And he says, I believe he said yes.
Yeah, and Cottle's with the ball out here. He's just going to wait till it gets down to about 12 seconds, and then they're going to run their set.
And here comes the double to get it out of Cottle's hands. Does it, and he puts it in. Give him 6.
Yeah, Seth's very good at shooting that 10-foot jumper, guys.
Yeah. 3 seconds, 2, 1, wide open, little underneath, puts it in.
Nice pass, and Knott gets 2 there. And, guys, it looks like the Bulldogs lead before after 1.
And we'll be right back, 18-14. Stay with us, Hometown 24.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back after 1 quarter. Hazard leading 18-14. And gentlemen, much what we expected, a very physical game.
Yes. Exactly what we thought was going to happen.
Pretty much both teams have kept their composure.
Yes, they have, and it's been a clean played game so far, guys, to be honest with you. Seth Cottle has hit 3 jumpers that have been pretty hard shots. He's been on the move, but he's been able to hit that. Not Central. Gibson has played well for them to get started. I think Chance Ambergy's got to jump in and make some noise, guys.
4 Bulldogs and 4 Patriots in the scoring column as we go back to action. Ambergy gives it to Gibson. Gibson left hand, and there's Little misses it, but Dials puts it in.
Yeah, great play, but Dials staying active on the offensive glass right there, and that alludes to what David said about second chance points.
Usually if you get that second rebound, somebody's going to pay for it.
Notkenny's got to figure out some way to kind of cool Cottle off.
Yeah, and there's Johnson with the offensive board.
2 heavyweight fighters right here just duking it out.
And all 5 Bulldogs now in the scoring column. As the pace slows down.
Yeah. And we knew that would once they got the giddiness over at the beginning.
Ambergy stepped through, puts it in.
That was a very under control move by Ambergy right there.
Off both feet.
Yeah. Nice move. He kept the ball low on the floor that time.
And all that because of the spacing that you get.
Now all 5 Patriot starters with the points. Osborne going again, so step in by Gibson as he stepped in to help. Gibson straight line, puts it up, and the rebound's going to come down to Cottle. Got a 3 against 1. Kincaid throws it away.
No. Guys, I want to be honest with you, on the play down here, I thought Gibson dodged the foul. He had the guy up, he went into him, he may have got the call that time.
And Gibson's going to get a break as Shane Gibson will come in for the first time for the Patriots. Hazard playing a kind of loose man-to-man defense, staying in between them and the go. Ambergy goes in, tries to get somebody to move, gives it back out to Napier. Napier long 3. It's off, rebound Napier.
Yeah, not the shot he wanted on that sequence right there.
You got to shoot it in rhythm.
Yeah, and you can get that shot anytime throughout any offensive sequence.
Cottle gives it up to Tucker Napier. Gives it to give and go. Kincaid to Johnson, and Johnson will put it in.
You know, Tucker Johnson's so good around the basket right there.
Yeah, he's got good hands, and he can finish around the goal.
Got 4 points here in the second quarter.
Did a nice job on the glass down there, Big Johnson did, putting that off the square.
You know, it's going to come down here to who can get shots easier and not have to work so hard.
Well, guys, I want to tell you, this offense, the way it's done right now, is tough when Gibson's not in lineup.
Thought Napier had a better angle going straight to the goal. Cottle goes off the board through contact, puts it in.
I'll be honest, you know, when Gibson's in down here, he has got the athletic ability to really get on the board, get that second shot. When he's not in lineup, it's a little bit different team there.
And we've got a full timeout. We'll take a timeout, too, on Hometown 24.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central High School. Second round of the All-A Classic. The winner of this game will play the winner of Breathitt County and Owsley County, and that will be on Saturday at, I believe at 5 p.m. So it will be the second semifinal over at the campus of Alice Lloyd College, being hosted by the June Buchanan School. As we come back from the timeout, 24-18, Hazard is Coach Honeycutt with the timeout.
And Hazard switches defense, and they go the zone minus player.
Yep, and that's always the thing after a timeout, is after a coach has tried to draw something up. So smart play by Coach Huff to slow Knott County Central down. And Ambergy 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Osborne.
Thought about it too long that time, guys.
Once again, the fluidity of shooting that jumper.
You know, Knott County's early success was around the basket.
Spin by Cottle up. No good. Good defense by Dowles. Ambergy goes through contact, and it's going to be put in by Shane Gibson.
That's a big bucket by Shane coming in. And Hazard, 2 Bulldogs there, but they didn't make an attempt to get up and make a charge on that rebound that time.
Osborne wisely didn't make that pass. Kincaid, long jumper. Good.
Wow.
Give him 3 threes.
Like I told you guys, when he's feeling it, man.
Yeah, and he's no hesitation.
No, he's not bashful with the ball at all. Like a young David Adams out there.
That's a picture perfect of example of fluidity.
That's what I was going to say. He's not thinking about it. He's just shooting it.
That's why you're a shooter. You don't think about it, make or miss. And Ambergy off is pushed out way, and it's going to be a fight for the rebound. And it will be Knott County Central.
I see Coach Honeycutt has put Gibson back in the lineup, and that's is about as long a break as you can give him right now, because he's a big scoring threat for this team, man. It's like taking Seth Cottle out for Hazard, guys. You got him out. Little different ball game, and pressure goes to other people.
Yep, and Hazard to their biggest lead at 27-20.
Knott's going to run a high set here.
Howie Mason just reports in that OA hit a 75-footer to end the half to put Kentucky up 33, or they're down 33-32.
Oh, my. Ambergy up and doesn't go. Cottle with it, and they've got numbers if they want them, and they do have them, and Johnson's going to lay. Oh, missed
the
it.
bunny.
I was already giving him 2 points. Nice give up by Seth Cottle. Gibson with a pump fake. Johnson didn't bite on it. Turns, pivots, gives it up to Ambergy.
And that's a good matchup for Knott County with Johnson on
Gibson.
On Gibson. Gibson's very athletic, maybe with a little fleeter of foot.
And that's what they're trying to do. They're pulling Tucker out.
Ambergy going against Cottle, and Mosley comes and gets the basketball, and they'll reset. Gibson, long three. He banks it in.
The bank is open.
I hope he called that.
Yeah, he had a little smile on his face when that one went in.
Give him 8, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. 27-23, and both teams with their own share of the Bank of Hyman bank shots here. And
and when your emotions are high and you're a shooter, you're going to shoot it a little hard. So sometimes that bank shot's going to happen.
And like I said, regardless, it counts 3 points.
Yes, it does.
Roberta Waddell Dewey, guys, listening in down in Western Kentucky. Glad to have her along tonight. Always good to hear from her.
And, you know, guys, after the quick timeout here with 1 minute and 45 seconds, nobody in foul trouble, so you don't have to worry about anybody having to be taken.
I don't think that's going
to be an issue.
So it's not an issue, but Knott County Central comes out, and it looks like they're going to be in, looks like to me it may be a box and chaser.
I think.
Good cut by Osborne. Misses it.
He dodged the foul too, guys.
Oh, and Ambergy had Mosley, but good defense. And nobody gets Gibson. He goes in and lays it in. Give Gibson double figures with 10.
Again, I will say, when Gibson's in, they've got a pretty good opportunity because you have to guard him. That's like Hazard. The Bulldogs, Kincaid, Seth, you got to have them in the lineup.
And now with Knott in this box and 1, you definitely don't need to lose Cottle.
No.
Because that when you're playing that box, you've got, see, he's open on the wing.
And, you know, like we talked about the other night, sometimes you just run your man offense against them.
Absolutely.
Then Coach Honeycutt saying, fine Cottle.
Yeah. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Hazard. I don't think Hazard really identified, and Coach Huff's trying to align his troops into doing what they need to do.
And, you know, I think maybe, too, Coach Honeycutt threw that in at this point in the game in case he needs it at the end.
I agree, Brian. I think he was just
he's just testing it.
I think you may see a couple more things run tonight too, guys. By both teams. I think the Dogs will try some things too.
Well, the spacing a little rough that time for Hazard. A little confused with that defense.
And as we come out, it's 32.6 seconds on it. The possession arrow is also going toward Hazard, and we'll have the DoubleQuick halftime show, and David Adams may have somebody lined up to talk to.
No.
He'll grab somebody out of the bleachers.
I may interview the Kentucky State Police finest down here beside me, guys. Who knows?
So now it's a
back to man-to-man.
Back to man-to-man looks like after the timeout by Coach Huff. And once again, both teams going back and forth after a timeout.
Yeah. And that's what good coaches do.
You got to love it. Cottle, 15-footer rose, doesn't go tip. And Ambergy will have it with 5 seconds. Not sure if he knows how much time Gibson does. 3. Good. And that's going to end the first half, and Knott Central with the 3 by Gibson goes ahead 28-27. And when we come back, we'll have the DoubleQuick halftime show. Stay with us. We got a dandy, David Adams.
Yes, we do.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over a century, Bank of Hindman has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hindman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Hindman, where tradition and trust still matter.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back to the DoubleQuick halftime show. 28-27. Knott County Central ahead of Hazard, and David Adams has got a guest down on the floor, and we'll go to David Adams.
Yeah, Mackenzie Freeman of WYMT is here with me tonight. Mackenzie, first game, you know, it started out, close at half, Hazard come out, kind of opened it up with 5 threes in the third.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Howard after the game, and he talked about how earlier in the season they've been struggling against zones, but he felt like this game they were able to kind of work that zone a little bit, get some shots to fall, different things like that.
I thought he had better space in the third quarter. First half, I thought his 4 and 5 players were too close. On the drive from the 1 and 2, his 2 guards, it really cut them off.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And then, you know, on the offensive side, I thought Laura Everidge played a big impact for them. I know we talk about Maddie Frauenapple a lot and how much she contributes to the team, but I felt like Laura Everidge was a key piece in that win, just knocking down some shots when the team needed some shots and ultimately helping them pull out the win. Let's look at the boys' game here. Really, it's not real physical, but, I mean, there's bodies being put on each other. There's been 3 fouls, I believe, called during the game. It's been a clean, basically, part game, really. Yeah, I think it's been a clean game. You know, I think one of the biggest things is down low in the paint. Seth Cottle and Tucker Johnson getting those rebounds for Hazard has definitely helped in terms of the fouls. And then I think just spacing on both ends has helped kind of keep people out of foul trouble, and I think that'll be great to see how that plays out in the fourth quarter. I think Knott Central's a different team with Gibson on the bench and when he's in the game. He's crucial. They've got to have him on the floor. Yeah, and we talked about this the other night. Gibson playing football, putting on that weight in between the off season. You can see it right here paying off against Hazard, a physical team, and he's just working the outside, working the inside. He's just been everywhere for the Patriots tonight. We've got some scores in. Leslie County girls will advance. Breathitt girls will advance. The boys are right now playing, so it's getting to be over at the Prairie Center on the campus of Alice Lloyd. Expecting some more good all-class games coming up, no question. Yeah, and I want to give a shout-out to this environment tonight. Both the fans packing the stands. You've got the Knott County student section over here and then the Hazard student section over here. Definitely, you know, it almost feels like a region or a district game here tonight, so I just want to give a shout-out to both the fan bases for showing up. I want to tell you, all the guys brag on you when you do your newscasts. I want you at your sports. ARH Sports Overtime, you cannot beat that show. Yeah, I mean, especially when, you know, it seems like we've had the Mountain Classic, then we've had other different tournaments, and then now you have the All-A Classic. So it's been good game after good game after good game. It almost feels like it should have been a championship game. It feels like with the atmosphere and everything.
Well, it's not a first week of January game. It is a third week of February game.
Right. I would definitely agree with that.
Guys, me and Mackenzie has talked it out, and we're done. And I want to thank her, Mackenzie Freeman of WIMT. She runs the sports down there. Nobody can compare to her, guys. Nobody.
Well, there's a couple people that probably could.
Back up to you guys for the halftime scoring.
Thank you, David. And as we come back, thank everybody that's tuning in. And Reba Patrick, Ethan Collette, Ronald Thompson, Dustin Hayes, my old cousin. Bumper Adams is tuning in, along with Nadine Hayes, Molly Cottle, Kay Kraft. Thank you all for tuning in. A bunch more. Thank you for doing that. And as we come back, it is 28-27 with Knott County Central after the big three by Gibson, basically at the horn. He has 13 points in this first half. Now, guys, 2:47 to go before they get back. What's each team got to do to pull out this close game? And as we said, there has been 3 foul calls, so nobody's in foul trouble. So what does each team need to do in this physical game to bring it home?
Well, I think, and we alluded to it earlier, who's going to get the easier of the shots on the offense. And even though Knott County's up by 1, there was about a 2.5 minute stretch there that they were really, I felt like they were really having to work to get a good quality shot.
And then went on an 8-0 run.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically starting over again. You're going to have to go in, and Knott needs to establish, I think, with Gibson in there on the block. For Hazard, Cottle's still going to have to do what he's doing. And Knott's going to have to keep him out of the lane, because when he gets in that 15, 16-foot
he's money.
I mean, you're not going to be able to guard him.
Well, you know, the thing that I'm going to interject, Brian, and it's kind of based on the style of play of both teams. I really feel like, you know, if I'm Knott County at this point, I know what the officials are calling. Nobody's in foul trouble. I'm going to increase my physicality.
Yes.
And I'm going to see at what point do the officials
start calling something.
start calling something, because I feel like that's the advantage that Knott County has in the paint here. Is I just saw Manus Blair put
he put me in a chokehold.
Yeah,
no, it was a hook and hoe.
Hook and hoe.
But I really feel like that, you know, which team can take that physicality to the next level is going to be successful here in the second half.
You're absolutely right,
and you know,
100%.
With these 3 guys, it's called state tournament. You've called state tournament. This is a state tournament whistle.
100%. It's a state tournament whistle.
And, you know, you give credit to officials that now everybody knows what's going on, and the players are making the plays.
And they're playing that, and the players can play that way. And when you get down to the state tournament,
right, in the All-A or
that's
regular.
how you are officiated.
Yes.
You're expected to be able to take a little bit of that, absorb that contact and finish through, and not so much get bailed out.
Right.
And not to say you're getting bailed out if you're getting hit, but that's how the game is called in the state tournament.
And both these teams have played already in tournaments where that has been, and that's why you haven't even hardly seen a frown from one of the players.
Not at all. And that's what they expect, and that gets them ready for postseason and on down the road.
Yep. And speaking of that, we're ready to play now, 28-27. Thank you for joining us, and I'll give a few more shout-outs here in a second. Big crowd watching in, and big crowd here as Napier floater doesn't go, tips it. Tucker Johnson misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Amberg.
Yeah, Gibson just twisted his ankle right there.
Landed on his own player.
Tucker has got a few shots tonight, guys. Just shot him a little hard. He's working extremely hard to get the ball. And he just a couple times there, a layup for him. He's just shot it just a little bit too hard.
Got the 1-4 set with a high screen. Gives it up to Gibson. Pump fakes 3. Comes up short. Ambergy gets it, but he stepped on the baseline, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Guys, one thing about working on the floor, they get water delivered to you when you want it.
Oh, my. Bring us one up here in a minute.
Just as soon as the fourth quarter's over with, I'll be up there.
We appreciate you, David. You've got a hard job down there. Here we go. Hazard goes back. Johnson had Osborne for just a second. Backs him down is Hall, and it's blocked. Rebound, Ambergy. Mosley tried to leak out. Couldn't get to him. Ambergy's going to go in, and he is going to be fouled by Caudle.
Guys, Johnson made a nice move down here. Spin and got right there where he wanted, but it didn't go for it.
Good defense there by Hall just to wall up on him there.
And that's one thing I've noticed about Hall. Not only will he wall up, he'll give them false space and let them fall into a little trap, and he came around and got a little piece for the side.
Yeah. And he's strong enough upper body that he can take a little bit of that. He can absorb that contact.
Ambergy makes the second. 73% on the season, got 4 now.
And Chance done a good job of seeing that and going right to the basket to make somebody guard him.
And you see that now Coach Huff has brought Kincaid down to handle the basketball to just get him accustomed to handling the basketball. Caudle 3 doesn't go. Rebound's going to come down to Ambergy.
Boy, some real strong screens in there.
Yep, it's getting a little physical, guys.
Ambergy turns, pivots, comes up short. Rebound's going to come down to Osborne.
Shot it off balance that time.
It's going to go wide as he had Caudle open, and it went back behind him and out of bounds. Osborne yet to get involved after the first quarter. You know, he had that one basket in the conversion, and since then has not been able to get on the scoring column.
And he's always a big X factor for the Bulldogs.
Ambergy goes in, kicks it to Chance Ambergy, misses it, rebound Kincaid. Osborne goes straight in, and it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be a turnover as it will go to Knott County Central.
I thought Osborne got in too big a hurry that time. He had a teammate down at the corner, guys. If he would have threw it to him and then went and post back, may have got it back and got an easier look.
As we're into the 5.5-minute mark of the third quarter, 30-27, Knott County Central.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for Hall right here as Luke Combs checks in for Osborne.
And that's the first time Combs has been in the basketball game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Hall's working really hard on that block to try to get the ball front for him. Now he's going to come up, set the ball screen.
Knott County being very patient, guys.
Lulling them to sleep, I think, David. Goes into Hall, gives it up to Mosley. One more pass to Napier. Doesn't go. Hall puts it in. Might have got away with a push. I'm not sure. Or a nudge.
I'm not for sure how gravity works here at Knott Central right now.
32-27.
Looks like Seth wanting to take this ball in, guys.
Yeah, when they need a bucket, he's got to be the guy that goes and gets it.
He's got to. He was looking over at Coach Huff here. They're going to flatten out for him right here.
Caudle, 15-footer, misses it. Rebound is Johnson, and he had Jaden Hall pushing out, and he's going to get the foul, and that's going to be Jaden's first. Caudle will inbound for the Bulldogs. Goes into the flex cut. Nice call, and it comes up long. Rebound's going to be fought for, and Ambergy will come down with it.
I like that play, though, guys. They got a good look out there.
Oh, yeah. And Caudle will take it away from Ambergy. Coming down the right side. Nobody stops the basketball. Caudle puts it in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Seth Caudle doing Seth Caudle things right there.
And Ambergy drove down the paint right there, and he got the ball low and Seth just reaches in, takes it away, and goes coast to coast and draws the foul.
Cottle will shoot free throws for the first time as Johnson will come out and Fullwood will come in for the first time for the Bulldogs. Cottle 71% on the season.
Normally money when Mr. Cottle puts it up.
Yeah, and he is, as he's in double figures with 11.
That's why he's one of the favorites for Player of the Year in the region.
Yes, definite.
Very sound ball player, really is. Plays hard every time out.
And just a steady Eddie, no emotion, just goes out and does his job.
Shout out Hannah Stidham. Back down, gives
Good
it up.
pass.
Mosley
yeah, really
puts it
nice
in.
pass from Hall right there to Mosley.
That was a nice cut. He come from the other side to the paint guy.
And that's how Hall, we've talked about, has evolved from last year.
Cottle missed it.
Man, I would have bet the form on that.
Had the avenue against Gibson.
Oh,
Good
nice pass.
Oh, and it's going to be goaltending. Nice pass by Ambergy and Gibson up the floor, and Hall puts it in, and he's got 4 in this quarter.
Yeah, just really nice transition offense. The ball doesn't touch the floor as it advances up and it ends in a layup.
And, you know, this is the first opportunity we've had to talk about a goaltending.
Yeah, the new rule.
The new rule, and I'll let you take care of that.
If the new rule on the goaltend is you no longer have to determine if it's still going up.
Yeah.
If it hits the backboard, it's automatic.
Kincaid, jumper good.
Well, that's something. Kincaid was hot in the first half, guys. He's not shot many this half.
Double figures with 11. Gibson goes up. And there's going to be a foul call on Fullwood, and that's going to be his first. And that will send Michael Gibson to the line for the first time. 43% on the season.
We talked about him the other night, that free throw percentage. His shot looks much better than a 43% free throw shooter.
Yeah, good rotation.
I mean,
14 on the night so far for Michael. There's going to be a lot of sore players tomorrow. Comes up, and it comes up short, doesn't hit anything, and it will be Hazard basketball.
Didn't fall through all the way that time. He kind of stopped midway, guys.
yeah, I would say a good ice bath after this game will be welcomed by both squads.
Cottle with it as here comes the double staggered screen. See if Cottle goes with it. Goes back into the lane, goes to Combs, back to Cottle, 15-footer, comes up short, rebound Combs, gives it back out to Osborne. Cottle once again into the lane, off the board, puts it in.
Tough shot by Cottle right there.
I think Cottle's going to bring it down and take it to the rim. I wonder if Knott County will adjust to that, maybe double him, make him give it up, guys.
Yeah, they're going to have to keep the ball out of his hands because he's going to try to take it over right here.
Cottle with 13 as it goes to 37-34 Knott County Central. And that's going to be a foul call, and that's going to be on
Combs.
And
looks like Johnson will come back in.
And Fullwood will go back out. Gets it into Hall. And it was knocked out of bounds by Tucker Johnson. Patriots will retain it on the sideline. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. Thank you for the Bank of Hindman. This is the second round of the All-A Classic.
Breathitt County leading 42-14.
Oh, my. Hall lost it for a second. Ambergy off the board, and it goes.
Well, he got the roll right there.
Good strong move by Ambergy.
Give Ambergy 6. Pushes it back out to a 5-point deficit. Gives it up. Osborne, 3. Good.
Nice jumper by Osborne.
Yeah, beautiful shot.
39% on the season. That's his 12th three-pointer. We saw a lot of that against in the Perry Central game, if you'll remember. 48 seconds, and Coach Honeycutt, I think, is going to let them back it out with a 2-point lead and giving direction on what he wants them to do. He tells Hall to go back down.
Yeah, they're going to try to get Ambergy, I would assume, drive into the basket.
Yeah, they're going to flatten them out, I do believe. But they got to watch for that trap over there.
Mosley, nice job. If he'd thrown that in the air, Osborne would have had that.
Yeah.
18 seconds.
Maybe get a ball screen with Gibson. Oh.
Napier gives it up. Ambergy 3 comes up short. Caudle have got time. Osborne is going to put it down with 2 hands.
That's a big play to end the quarter. Knott County got a good look. Just couldn't hit it.
And we've got a technical foul.
That's going to be on Osborne, I think, isn't it?
I think so.
I'm not sure. As Ambergy was in the, kind of got caught in between.
No. Osborne, I think
we're just keeping it here to see what we've got here, and let's see what the call is going to be. And we've got a technical foul. And the technical is on Osborne, and that will be his second foul as well.
Didn't exactly see that, guys.
No,
I was
not either.
Looking down at the end, but the official, evidently something going on, and he wanted to make sure it stopped.
Well, I think on the way, and, you know, that's one of the things I've talked about, Brian, in my life is bench personnel coming out on the floor.
It's
it's hard to manage, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's what you don't want. And that's the end of the quarter, and you've got players crossing each other. It's very imperative that as an official you get in there and and the officials are right on top of it there. And therefore, you know, that's what you get the technical assess for.
Yeah, Napier was right there, you know.
Yeah, he was right there on top of it. And I think they were just crossing each other, and they just kind of bumped and got into a little talk about.
I've seen the official tell the coaching staff that Knott will shoot 2 free throws and have the ball in on the side, guys.
That's correct.
Yep.
And that's a big call.
Yeah, it really is.
And a big momentum shift.
It was a swing to Hazard with a dunk.
Yeah, a dunk right there to end it, and then get 2 free ones.
You get the technical, and then it gets the crowd fired up because of the technical.
And Connor Napier, as David talked about, will get 2 free throws at 39-39, and Napier makes the first one.
Yeah, I have one more, and the ball be put in on the side. And that one, as we say back in the day, Jim McCauley, he got rocked.
So he makes 1 of 2, and Knott County will inbounds the basketball.
And we're back to the same score we started the third quarter with.
Yep.
Not by 1.
It's going to be a good one, guys. It's just what we thought it would be.
Exactly what we thought.
And Hazard comes out in a 2-3 defense here. And Coach Huff has done that several times.
I was getting ready to say, last year when he was at Knott, they played this little 2-3 and kind of matched up out of it, and they gave people fits with it.
It's got man-to-man principles out of the 2-3. As the pace comes to a crawl.
And, you know, Coach Honeycutt, he's thinking –
shorten the game.
I'm ahead. I'll just dribble the ball around here, and we'll be real patient.
And, of course, Coach Huff is okay with that to a certain degree, I would imagine.
Kind of lull you to sleep.
Ambergy goes up off the board, puts it in.
Tough shot there, guys.
Yeah, Ambergy's been so efficient around the rim tonight, David.
He put that up with one hand. That was good defense by Hazard. He just made the shot.
Spin by Johnson up on the other side. Nice move.
Yeah, that's a great use of the rim to help shield the defender off.
Give him 6. They move back to within 1, 42-41. Hazard goes back to the man-to-man after the one possession. Ambergy spins. Nice job by Caudle. And there's going to be a foul call. I believe that's going to be on Johnson. It is. And that's going to be his first, as Dials will come in and Jaden Hall will come out. Ambergy through. Hazard after the inbound, still on the 2-1-2. 6-minute mark. Napier way downtown, comes up short. Nice block out by Tucker Napier.
What a big one that would have been, guys.
Caudle, 15-footer, long, rebound Napier. Ambergy into the lane, turns back the other way. Good shot.
He has done that several times tonight. Drive them in deep, spin around and shoot the little fadeaway. And that's been very effective for him tonight.
Ambergy in double figures with 10.
Yeah, he's got such broad shoulders and a strong base, allows him to create space.
Hazard being very patient down here, guys.
Keeping the lane wide open. And there goes Kincaid through the lane, gives it up to Caudle. Fakes, goes up, 15-footer, misses it, but he was hit on the wrist on the jumper. And that's going to be Connor Napier's second.
Yeah, you know, Seth missed 2 or 3 shots right here.
Yeah, he normally hits.
Yeah, and you don't, I hate to say it, but you don't want to foul him so he can see the
Get
ball
the
ball go through the net because that could spell trouble.
He's a great player, and he plays extremely hard.
Yeah,
and,
as
it's
a
hard
shooter,
to keep him down all the time, Brian.
You got that right. 14, make it 15.
And as a shooter, when you see that ball go through the net, I mean, it helps your game.
And you know the thing about Seth, you know, where his high percentage points come from.
And mostly nobody
usually the weak part of the defense. I know that sounds funny, but, you know, you don't really set up your defense to guard the 14-footer.
That's right.
It's the three-point line and it's the paint.
Mosley with a nice move, guys. Give him 7, but his defense has been A1 tonight.
Yeah.
Trace Kincaid looking inside, could not get it back to Caudle. No, he's got the baseline, goes up, puts it in.
Yeah, and he got fouled.
Nice.
And just what did I just say?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want him to see the ball go through the net.
Coach Honeycutt did not like that one, guys.
Got a foul on Dials, and Caudle will go to try to tie it up here. 3 of 3 so far tonight from the free throw line.
You know, Jim, and you were talking that he likes that mid-range jumper. That's old school basketball, like when I was playing.
Yeah.
You don't see that now. It's either everything's a 30-footer or a dunk.
Yeah, in between. 2-2-1 by Hazard. Trying to catch the Patriots off guard here. Ambergy goes into the lane, jump stop, missed it. Rebound Johnson.
Got a good look, just couldn't get it down. A good rebound by Johnson.
Caudle spins, goes up.
Yeah, he's feeling it now.
And nice rebound by Napier, but it's taken away by Ambergy. Spin off the board, good.
Big time move, Brian Johnson.
You're right, David.
12 points for Chance Ambergy.
Chance has come to play tonight.
$15-footer, Caudle. Good.
They're going to do that because they want him to have the shot. So I'll see if Coach Honeycutt adjusts to this. May have to double him and give up somebody a shot, guys.
It's the Ambergy Caudle show right now. 3 minutes to go, 48-48, tie score.
And they're guarding each other right now.
I don't know if either one's came out of the game.
No.
They have not, and they're both tired, guys.
Napier into the lane, reverse contested rebound, Johnson.
Napier made a good move. I don't know if he got it enough up on the square.
Cottle through the lane and good.
Cottle's trying to take the game over, guys.
David, he has taken
he's
the game over.
He's got to be doubled, and I know Coach Honeycutt is thinking her over.
22 points for Seth Cottle. Here in the 2-minute mark, and Hamburg looking over to Coach Honeycutt, asking what does he want to run. Mosley, three-pointer, long rebound is fought for, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Hazard basketball.
I don't know. I thought Mosley shot that off balance. You know, I don't know if he had his feet square and his body turned sideways.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. Hazard up 50-48, 1:56 to go. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back, and timeout 50-48 Hazard. Cottle, 22 points, is taken over here in the fourth quarter for Hazard.
Yeah.
And like I said, Chance Ambergy taking over the game for Knott County Central.
And you know that Cottle was kind of you don't poke the bear or wake up the sleeping giant. And they fouled him there on a jump shot when he had struggled to score, and he's run 6, 7 off in a row since then. So you just can't let him see it go through the basket.
So as we come back to action here, let's see what Knott County Central does defensively.
Well, Hazard's got the lane open and for the drive or the cut through, guys.
Going to run the motion offense here and chewing a little bit of clock up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to run it till they foul them.
Of course, neither team near a bonus situation. As we near, and Cottle goes into the lane against Gibson, up, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Osborne.
Wow, big rebound by Osborne there.
That was a crucial rebound right there, guys.
Osborne goes in and puts it in. Osborne with 10.
Knott County's got to score this time. It's very crucial, and Hazard will play the defense.
Got to be quick, but can't hurry at the same time.
Right.
So 44 seconds to go as Ambergy calls out a play, and here we go. Napier long three, good. Timeout, Knott County Central.
Big shot there, 33 seconds go, 52-51.
And it's going to be a full timeout, and we'll take a full timeout as well. Stay with us. We got it, Andy.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at DoubleQuick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of DoubleQuick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous DoubleQuick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your DoubleQuick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at DoubleQuick.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central, and we're all out there, and everybody's standing up after Connor Napier knocks down to 3 to bring Knott County Central back within 1 at 52-51. So what do you do now, guys? It's one team foul, 2 team fouls for both of them.
Yeah, you're going to have to pressure up big time, and if you don't get it, you're going to have to foul because you don't want to run all the clock out trying to run fouls. You got to foul 3 times here.
See
quickly.
if they send Osborne long.
And they do.
And they do, and Cottle comes to the basketball, being double teamed. With the Kincaid brings it up with a left-hand dribble, and they're going to call a foul, and that's on Mosley, I believe. Yes, it's on Mosley. And that will be the 3rd team foul, so that means you have to foul at least 2 times.
2 more times.
Yep. So you're still going to go after the basketball. Comes into Cottle. Cottle goes in, and he is going to be fouled. And that's going to be on Napier, and Coach Honeycutt saying full face.
Full face guard him. Don't give him a chance.
Guys, I look for Coach Honeycutt, to be honest with you, to guard heavy on this throw-in and foul. And he'll get to the point where they got to – they're going to call a timeout there.
Yep, timeout Hazard, and we're going to stay here.
Yeah, it'd be a 30, I would think.
Yeah, we'll stay right here. It's a full, but we'll stay right here. And let's go down the people that's on the floor for Hazard in their free throw percentages. Taylon Osborne is 50%. Tucker Napier is 6 out of 7 on the season. Seth Cottle, 71%. Trace Kincaid, 8 out of 9. And Tucker Johnson, 45. And Tucker's usually been the one that's throwing the ball inbound.
Yeah, Tucker's throwing it in. They're going to try to get the ball in either to Trace or to Seth. Those are your best 2 free throw shooters. So Knott needs to definitely deny those 2. And then, but you don't really have much of a chance. If they get it, you're just going to have to foul.
And the thing is, too, you try to face guard him to keep him, but you got to be aware because you want Osborne to get the ball, but you don't want Osborne to get the ball away to score.
Absolutely.
Tucker is not going to throw it in.
No, but Tucker's going to be the one setting a screen, likely.
Yeah.
And I think Brian's right on it. Kincaid and Cottle's trying to get it in, and he goes into Osborne, and they don't foul right away, but it's stolen. The ball is loose. The ball is got, and it's going to be a timeout with 16.2 seconds to go. And they got the full timeout by Knott County Central, and has the opportunity to go ahead right here.
Well, it was a soft pass, guys, to be honest with you, between them. And the spacing was not very good there either.
You were right there, David. You were closer to the action than we were.
It was just soft. You can't throw those soft passes in a big ball game.
But the thing now, Hazard's got 4 fouls to give to keep Knott County from getting a good shot. So you can really use those fouls to force them to reset.
And you just saw the Hazard staff point up there and tell how many team fouls they had to give up time. The ball,
it's going to be thrown in back here in the backcourt at the 28-foot mark over on that far sideline. So
right
let
where
them,
Benny Campbell's standing.
Let them dribble up, kill 2 or 3 seconds, foul them. They'll throw it back in over there on the 28-foot mark. Let them throw it in. If they start to go to the basket to get a shot, foul them before they shot. You can about run the clock out.
Yeah, you can. You're right, guys. So if you're not Central, who knows, Sherry? They may set up where they've got a long pass to get it thrown in down on the basket maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what Coach Honeycutt's drawed up.
16.2, and here we go. No fouls yet. And there's Napier using up one of them.
Yeah.
And now this ball's going to be thrown in on the backcourt still.
Yeah, it's a very good decision, Coach Huff, to do this.
So that ran 3 seconds off.
Yes.
So here comes Mosley, and let's see. They're not going to foul in the backcourt this time. Coach Huff is screaming, and he does go ahead with 5.2 seconds to go.
Coach Honeycutt might use the time out here to have a long pass to get a shot, guys. I don't know. I don't know the timeout situation. Manus, Knott County just got 1 left.
I think they've just got 1, and there is going to be the timeout, and it's going to be a full timeout.
Yes,
nope, it's going to be a 30-second timeout, and the ball's going to be placed over there with 5.2 seconds to go.
Well,
you're drawing up a play, man.
Yeah, and what you got to be careful of now if you're Hazard, there's 5 seconds left.
Fouling the shooter.
Fouling them in the act of shooting. So you have to be extremely careful now because they've got a foul to give. But what are you going to do? Are you going to take that chance and foul him and maybe he's in the act of shooting, or are you just going to play solid defense right here?
Yeah, you're exactly right. And you know, if I'm Knott County, I'm going to kind of press the issue right here. I'm going to try to get Annenberg on a drive.
Quickly.
Maybe if he can't get the drive, kick it out to Mosley for the 3.
Yes.
And, you know, Coach Huff has 2 timeouts. So he may see the configuration and go ahead and call a timeout right here.
What a game, guys. What a game.
Just what we thought it would be.
Hold on to your seat at home. Here we go. Comes the Napier. Napier splits. Goes back door. It's stolen by Osborne. And that's going to be the basketball game.
Had the play set up. The bounce pass just didn't get through the last player there, guys. And well-played defense by the Dogs. And guys, I want to tell you, this was a big-time tournament game.
And Hazard will advance at 52-51. And our Alice Lloyd player of the game will be Mr. Seth Caudill.
And what a game he had. Boy, in the fourth quarter.
Hated for either team to lose.
Yeah, just a great basketball game tonight. Really taking advantage of this early tournament setting.
We'll get Seth here in just a second, guys.
And Hazard will face the winner of Breathitt County and Owsley County.
Yeah. So, Seth Cottle's with me, guys. Are we ready? Seth, what a ball game. It's only the first week of January, my man.
It's wild out there. It's crazy out there. You know, that was a hard-fought game. You know, I don't know. That was fun out there. I don't even know what to say.
I thought to be honest with you, I thought midway through the third and first 2 minutes of the fourth, I thought you played some special ball out there.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Couldn't do it without my teammates, without my coaches, and all glory to God.
You know what? I got a feeling these two are going to meet again.
I believe so, too.
It was exciting to watch. Seth, during the game, you know, it was a clean-fought game. They wasn't really a lot of fouls called. I mean, you could use your body, but I thought it was a good played ball game all the way around. What made you all tick tonight? You all slowed it down as well tonight.
Yes, sir. We just had to play smart. You know, they're a great ball club, and you got to play hard, hustle, play defense, and play smart. That was our main thing in this game, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud of my guys and my coaches.
Every time I see you, young man, you always make some big shots.
I appreciate it.
Say it's always good to see you, and good luck to you rest of the way, and we'll see you down the road, my friend.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, guys, Seth is happy with his play, and he said it was a hard-fought game, and both teams are pretty darn good ball teams, guys.
Thank you, David, and of course, Hazard will advance to play the winner between Breathitt County and Owsley County winner. That will be the second game on Saturday at 5 p.m. over at Alice Lloyd College on the June Buchanan School will be hosting. Of course, the 3 o'clock matchup will be between the winners of Lee County, Leslie, and June Buchanan School and Jenkins. Also, Friday night, we will have the girls' semifinals over at Alice Lloyd College and June Buchanan School at 6 o'clock. That will be Leslie County and Jenkins, if I am right with the scores, at 6. And at 8 o'clock will be Breathitt County and Hazard.
Right.
If you can't be there, join us here on Hometown 24. Guys, final thoughts.
I'm speechless. I mean, for me as a fan, and you know, I'm used to being down there on the floor where I've got a completely different perspective up here, and that was a great basketball game by two teams that are very, very good, well coached, with some good athletes, and I think we just saw a preview of how special this year's district tournaments and regional tournaments can be.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you, Brian. Last year we were blessed, and I felt like the best regional tournament that I'd ever saw, as far as just big game after big game decided by last-second shots, and then you turn around in the All-A and get this kind of exhibition, excuse me, like David said, in January, early January. And these two teams, man, hats off to both of them, because you saw some kids battle it out there, no issues, just good, hard basketball, and just a joy to us to watch, and so glad that we could bring this to the people that couldn't make it to the game tonight.
Yeah, you survive and advance. And, we'll have 4 teams in both. Girls and boys come for Friday and Saturday, and then we'll have the championship games on Saturday night and then Monday. And once again, want to thank Knott County Central for their hospitality and allowing us to do the games over here. Want to thank the Hometown 24 crews. Want to thank David Adams down on the floor.
I had a ball tonight, guys, talking with everybody.
And
I'm telling you.
He felt the thrill down there on the floor, and we felt the thrill up here. And just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. And
I want to thank Knott County Central Maintenance for letting us come. We really appreciate them. We want to thank our crew for the job they did. And we want to thank Jim McCarthy, Brian Johnson, and Manus Blair, and David Adams. And it's a privilege to get to do this.
Our cameraman, right there beside of us, Mr. Sloan and Mr. Banks on controls. And
want you to join Manus and Jim Bob Friday at Alice Lloyd College on Hometown 24. They'll have that. Me and Brian will make our way down to London, Kentucky for Pulaski County and North Laurel, and that should be a good one too. So, Manus, I guess we need to get out of here tonight. What do you think?
Yep. God bless, and let's go home.
All right. We'll see everybody. Stay safe out there. We'll see. Good night from Knott County Central High School.